To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
Hey, Whatcom County, got an auto loan? Let North Coast Credit Union beat it. This month, we will lower your current auto loan rate by at least 1% when you refinance at North Coast Credit Union. That means more savings in your pocket each month. Just show proof of your current rate and we'll take care of the rest. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations or northcoastcu.com to learn more. Open to members and anyone eligible to join. Minimum auto loan rate is 5.47%.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, if you were at the Paradise or Narada Falls recreation areas at Mount Rainier this weekend, you probably already know that both were without running water or working toilets. Apparently, a heavy rain event affected normal bathroom operations, and it is problematic, but not that problematic, because according to a new YouGov survey, 73% of us have peed outside, 41% of us have pooped outside. I have done both. Now, I'm guessing that those numbers are inched up a little bit on Mount Rainier this weekend, although if you insisted on indoor plumbing, you could drive 20 minutes to the Cougar Rock picnic area. That's right, the closest indoor plumbing was a 20-mile drive away. Now, that said, even when you go to public bathrooms and they are available, not everyone takes advantage. We go to Arizona, where this past Friday at a local movie theater there, a member of the audience whipped out his junk, peed on the floor. Now, he got a beat down from the other moviegoers for his trouble, but I would just point out they do have bathrooms at the movie theater if you need to go. And then they do have bathrooms also, I don't know, say clothing stores. Now we go to Florida, where a cameraman for singer Benson Boone, he was arrested after he walked into the clothing store and urinated on $700 worth of merchandise.
What the hell?
Well, his excuse is that he was high and drunk and he doesn't remember, which is a fantastic explanation. It just doesn't help you legally in any possibility. But look, sometimes you have to relieve yourself somewhere other than the bathroom. But take a guy who went on safari, for example. Obviously, he's not going to pee in his tent. Don't be ridiculous. So he stepped out of his tent. That was immediately attacked and killed by a lion. Maybe just pee in your tent. But today, we're talking about those situations where, well, you needed the bathroom, and then whatever happened from that point on, that's your experience. So today's question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is what happened when you had to relieve yourself?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com. And now, watch the show live on YouTube at KISW.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
Hey, Whatcom County, got an auto loan? Let North Coast Credit Union beat it. This month, we will lower your current auto loan rate by at least 1% when you refinance at North Coast Credit Union. That means more savings in your pocket each month. Just show proof of your current rate and we'll take care of the rest. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations or northcoastcu.com to learn more. Open to members and anyone eligible to join. Minimum auto loan rate is 5.47%.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
Kevin's Natural Foods brings the flavor and the feel-good in just 5 minutes. Clean, protein-packed meals with flavor that hits. And a feeling that sticks. Get that clean eating feeling with Kevin's Natural Foods. Find us in the refrigerated aisle and at kevinsnaturalfoods.com/try.
Well, Charles, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,392. What a large and charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Exciting return of your guess is as good as mine. Our categories we have for you today: the best and worst car brands according to Consumer Reports.
All right.
So you got the good ones, you got the bad ones, you can pick either one.
Mm-hmm.
Worst car you ever had?
Worst car I've ever been in that I personally have driven, although I did not own it, was a Chrysler Sebring. I don't know what it is about that car. That thing just sucked top to bottom.
Yep. Yeah.
Right. You had one for a while, and then when we went to Hawaii, basically either a Sebring or a Jeep. We wanted the Jeep. We got the Chrysler Sebring, and it was just, I can't explain it, man. As soon as you started the car, you're like, this is garbage.
Yeah. My car right now just did 100,000 miles.
All
I'm
right.
still at that age where I'm like, 100,000 miles. My car's going to die any moment now. I'm like, no, it's not. It's fine.
It's fine. Ours is up around just under 200,000. It's still clunking along.
But, yeah.
No new problems. It's the same old, same
Yeah,
old.
but when you're younger, man, your transmission would blow.
Guaranteed.
There's always some crap that would go down, like we were $1,000 in the hole that you didn't have.
Yep.
Cars have definitely gotten better, but there are still some cars on the road that are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So we have both of those coming up as your categories, and the top 10 classic board games of all times.
I know everyone says Monopoly. I'm sure it's on the. I just never enjoyed that game, man.
It just takes too long to play.
Takes too long to play. People start losing their tempers. I'm like, let's have some fun.
They should do what they did to Major League Baseball to Monopoly.
Just like a pitch clock.
Well, just figure out a couple different things that you can do to pick up the pace of the game.
Right.
So it's not good. Maybe a 3-hour deal. Maybe you could get it done in like an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah, it's a long game that I don't enjoy.
But these are the tried and true classics. For the
Last time I played Monopoly was with one of my nephew's kids.
All right. How old's the kid?
He was 6, and he had it going for like 3 days, and then finally he beat me, and I was like, all right. And he goes, no, count it out. I was like, what? And he's like, you got to count out that money. I want to make sure. I was like, you're like rubbing it in, dude. He's like, count it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
He is one of those kids. He is 6, but he's 7 now, but he's just like a savant.
Okay, I got
So,
you.
I mean, he loves playing Monopoly.
So what does he do when he gets like birthday money? I mean, real money.
I'm sure he probably invested in something.
Probably.
The kid
Crypto, man.
I mean, it's just wild. Because first you're like, I'm losing to a 6-year-old in Monopoly, and then when he said, count it out.
It's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, kids with birthday money. Years and years ago, my daughter's all into Legos, right? She wanted to buy some Lego set. I don't know. And Legos are ridiculously priced now. So I said, I'll tell you what, man. You count out your birthday money, and then I'll double that, right? So you put in half, I'll pay half. And I'm thinking she might have $50. I get up the next morning, her and my son are sitting at the dining room table. He's counting change, she's counting bills. $250 later.
So did she buy a $500 Lego set?
We got a $400 Lego set. My wife looked at me and said, you're the one who made the deal. And I was tracking with about how much money she had, but you had offered the deal before I could signal you you don't want to do this. Yeah, it sucked.
Wow.
But to her credit, she did. She put the whole thing together in a couple hours. Just sang there and did her thing. But I will never do that again.
Your guess is as good as mine, coming up at 4:30 on the program. And today we're going to talk about what happened when you were trying to relieve yourself. 206-803-ROCK. As the story goes, no water or restrooms were available at the Paradise and Narada Falls recreation area this weekend due to issues with the water supply.
Mm-hmm.
And when you realize that Rainier's a pretty big glacier up there, seems a little bit odd. Officials say a heavy rain event affected the water system, allowing potentially harmful contaminants to enter the water supply, resulting in a total water loss. So why couldn't you still flush the toilets? You just can't drink the water. Or,
I don't
wash your
know.
hands.
I get that you can't drink the water, but like most toilets end up with contaminants in it. Like that's its entire purpose.
People staying at the Paradise Inn on Friday night told Cairo that the staff wasn't sure what was going on. On Saturday, people staying at the inn were told to bring their own water and use the bathrooms at a nearby recreation area. Now, the closest restrooms were at Cougar Rock Picnic Area, a campground about 9 miles southwest of Paradise, about a 20-minute drive. According to Mount Rainier National Park, the supply issues are caused by a recent heavy rain event affecting the water system. I don't remember the most recent heavy rain event that we've had. Do you?
No, but I guess Rainier has its own, I guess.
I guess last Saturday when I got home, it was kind of raining.
Yeah, I guess it was just worse there. Right?
Okay. There's still limited prepared food and water at Paradise Inn, according to the Mount Rainier National Park Facebook page. Thank you for your patience as the park works toward a resolution to the issue. On Sunday, the National Park Service confirmed that the water system restrooms would be shut down until further notice. On September the 6th, 2025, a strong thunderstorm over Mount Rainier caused heavy rainfall and runoff that disrupted the Paradise water supply system. The storm stirred up fine sediment in the Edith Creek drainage, according to the source of the water. Materials clogged the water treatment system filters, and then the sedimentation from intense rains has become a reoccurring challenge at Paradise. The park is working closely with the state to restore reliable water. So there you go. Once they get that thing open, I guess we'll get the news on it.
Now, however many years ago it was, you and Hair Club attempted to summit Mount Rainier.
That's correct.
The weather turns to S. But even if the weather had not turned to crap, right, blizzard conditions and all that, if you got to go, it's not like there's a bathroom everywhere. I know there's one outside of your, the cabin you guys stayed in, but otherwise, I mean, don't you just... You're
pooping into a hole up there.
Right. It's Mount Rainier, and I'm not suggesting you go up there and take a dump, but I just get the feeling that a lot of people have taken a dump up on Mount Rainier, whether the toilets work or not.
It's worse than having to poop when you're skiing. You have so many layers on. And then you're going outside, and it's still 9,000 feet. It's cold.
Yeah.
Like the seat is cold. Everything is cold. There's nothing worse than having to poop outside. I mean, as far as life experiences go, I don't care if it's sunny and 85 degrees. If you're going camping, you stick your ass off the end of a log, you're going to get bitten by mosquitoes. There's all kinds of stuff. You got to dig a hole.
Right.
You could fill the hole, but by the time you wake up, an animal is gone and dug it up.
Dug it right back up.
Tried to eat your crap. It's just, you don't want to poop on your feet, your shoes.
No. I mean, there's definitely an art to doing it so as not to do it directly back into your pants. But at least when you go camping, you're prepared for that. Like when you go camping, everyone tries not to poop, but it is understood. Like, look, we're camping for 3 days. Like, this is what's going to happen. I feel like it's a lot worse when you have to poop outdoors and you're not camping. Just something has gone catastrophically wrong with the day's plans. Like, I am not camping.
Also,
I'm not wearing camping
Paradise.
clothes.
The other issue too with Paradise is like you could just drive up to that one.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of people there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Pooping outside.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the Paradise Inn. Is there a hotel somewhere near there?
I'm guessing
up there.
I mean, it's the Paradise Inn.
I don't know anything about that, but yeah, I think there's places in life where you can poop. It's still just very hard to do it sometimes.
Yes.
Like when I go camping, if it's 2 or 3 days, it used to be that I would not poop for 2 or 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, my poop chute shut down, and then when I got home, I had to poop right away.
Yeah, I think it's a mental thing. Somehow your body goes like you don't want to do this. We're not going to make you.
Then you have the RV. All right, you know you have a bathroom in there,
but don't.
You just don't feel like pooping in there. If you're on a bus, you know there's a bathroom in there.
Man,
a boat, you know there's a bathroom in there.
The RV though, man, I have been there in an RV when somebody has, and they thought they were being sneaky. And like as soon as you walk back in, it's like, God damn it, who pooped in here?
You can't be sneaky. I thought there was going to be a riot and a Greyhound bus to go from Baltimore to New Orleans back in 97. And no rule was given. It's just kind of understood. Like, yeah, there's a bathroom in the back, ma'am, but don't take a dump in there. But at some point during this long-ass 24-hour ride, somebody took a dump in there. And so the guy sitting in the back, I seriously thought they're going to beat the hell out of this guy. Everyone knew who it was. Like, he walked out the bathroom, and the stink just kind of rolled slowly toward the front of the bus.
So why is a plane fine? But there's something wrong with the bus.
Because somehow on the plane, the stink typically stays in the bathroom. Or a lot of times, you can follow someone who you know has just laid one down, and there's hints that it happened, but whatever happens in bathrooms, the way they filter that out on planes, is a lot better than the bus. And at least my experience with Greyhound, they're not investing a lot of money on the filtration system.
Yep.
It was clear not only did the guy take a dump, but like you had a bad stomach, man. We understand why you had to use it, but I think you're more likely to convince the driver to pull over on the side of the road and let you disappear behind the bushes. And honestly, all of the passengers on the bus would support that. They'd be like, dude, pull over. We'll wait. Well, we do not do it on this bus.
Buddy had a fishing boat, and the spot that we had to go to was probably 35 minutes to 40 minutes.
All right.
So some of the better holes were underneath the Chesapeake Bay Bridge by the giant pillars they have down there. So once you get out there, man, you can't just turn around and come back if you need to use the bathroom.
No.
So he had this thing, which was like this little portable toilet that you put on the back deck, and it's got kind of like a little small toilet, and you sit on it's plastic, and you poop in it.
All right.
And you hang it off the boat. Get rid of your poop, you wash it out.
Why wouldn't you just poop directly into the water then? Why wouldn't you just hang your ass over the boat?
Because there's a possibility that you could get poop all over the side of the boat.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
So, but that was one of those things.
That's his main concern.
It's
you don't want it on the side of your
The boat's got a flat back to it. It's a fishing boat.
Sure.
And you put that thing down, and you drop ass, and you poop it out in the open. There's other boats out there.
There's nowhere to hide.
Yes. There's a bridge above you. I know it's very high, but you can still look down.
I just drove over that bridge a couple of weeks ago. We were coming back from Delaware. If you were taking a poop in the boat, keep in mind, it's a very long bridge, and it is very high, but I would know exactly what you're doing.
Yes.
Like, there's a guy pooping right there.
Right. Not only that, but there's no water in it. You're basically just pooping into a plastic tub. So I don't know if you've ever docked one, but if it's not all the way submerged in water,
needs to be
it's
submerged.
much worse. The smell is horrible.
Yeah.
The water helps you. Especially if you make like a volcano island or whatever, you can smell that.
It is known.
That's basically what I was doing in that. And then you're trying to wash it out. It was just it was the worst.
Did you find the fish started trailing you?
We had chum, and that smelled too. So it was almost pretty good that the chum was out on the deck
to cover the smell of your stink.
Yes, poop. Yes, without question. And we were using live bait, and that helped as well. So between the squid and the chum and all that stuff,
and poop,
it was just so weird. Like your buddy's like, dude, turn around.
Yeah.
And like he's still fishing the deck and stuff. Like he's fishing around me. I'm pooping, but he's still throwing out lines. Like it's like, dude, just give me 5 minutes, right? But that didn't happen. He's out there. He's fishing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you poop, I'll fish. And just like this.
I was on a dinghy once, and my buddy's wife, she was like, just keep looking forward. I was like, what? She's like, I got to pee off the side of this boat.
All right.
It's like, all right.
That's fair.
That's fair. Better than pooping, though.
Right. So the second time this happened to me, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to jump in. The problem with the Chesapeake Bay is a lot of times it's just brown.
Mm-hmm.
It's just brown.
Because of people like you.
It is brown. I mean, Baltimore, and there's a lot of traffic through there, but the water never looks clear.
No.
Or blue. It looks like the Mississippi or the Ohio River.
All the time.
It is just dirty. It looks like you get sick. I mean, now granted, you're eating the fish you're pulling out of there. You're eating the crab you're pulling out.
Sure.
Which is a weird thing. So I'll tell you, like, if you even get your hands wet in the harbor, definitely wash your hands, and then they highly recommend that you go to a hospital just to make sure. The flip side of that is you pull up a pot of crabs, they're like eat up.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So I don't understand that difference, but it's weird living over there, I guess. That's the way to
the second time I had to poop, I jumped in.
You did
and poop. That's another really interesting
It's hard to, the water is moving.
The water pressure, yeah.
Not only that, but you like when you're treading water, you still use your feet.
Yes, you do.
So you're not used to moving your feet when you're pooping or your legs.
I'm not.
Like in a bicycling moment.
Even just trying to go number one when you hang off the side of a boat in Lake Washington because that water's so cold.
Right.
Like, I mean, I remember one seafair, I must have jumped in like 3 times. Like, I just can't get going.
But it's weird to poop when you're submerged in water.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's pushback.
I don't know why. It's just, it's not natural.
Well, typically, there's air between you and the water. You push it out, it drops like skydiving, right?
Yeah.
But imagine like jumping out of a boat and then trying to quote unquote skydive to the bottom of the ocean.
Right. But I swear to God, the most difficulty I've ever had using the bathroom was down in Mexico in the Yucatan Peninsula. You could not flush any type of paper products down the toilet. So you had to take that and you had to throw it into a trash can.
Which is so gross.
And man, just dropping the tissue into the trash can, I couldn't even let go of it.
It's just it just feels wrong.
Yeah, it feels horrible. It feels like this is not.
But this is what they're asking you to do.
This is the normal thing to do.
Yeah,
and then you tie up that bag and you throw it away. But typically, you leave the bag in there for a day.
I was going to say
the bag is good for a day. So every time you walk in there, back to the smell. I mean, It's there.
Right.
It doesn't ever go away. It's like all day long. You're brushing your teeth, it smells like poop. Anything you do when you go in there, it smells like poop.
That's awful.
It was.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm also in a hotel.
That's the
It's
weird
not like I'm
part.
in a hut.
Right.
I'm in a hotel with a toilet and a sink, and I can't throw the paper product into the toilet. I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah.
This is crazy. What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
With Kevin's Natural Foods, you're just 5 minutes from feeling like clean, protein-packed meals that taste as good as they make you feel. Get that clean eating feeling with Kevin's Natural Foods in the refrigerated aisle.
Hey, Whatcom County, got an auto loan? Let North Coast Credit Union beat it. This month, we will lower your current auto loan rate by at least 1% when you refinance at North Coast Credit Union. That means more savings in your pocket each month. Just show proof of your current rate and we'll take care of the rest. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations or northcoastcu.com to learn more. Open to members and anyone eligible to join. Minimum auto loan rate is 5.47%.
Most people would rather attend a corporate team building workshop than search for auto and home insurance.
Go team, feel that synergy.
That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com.
Who's ready for the trust fall?
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Show. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
My question, what happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Miguel. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So, this was when I was about 8 years old, and we were at a park with my cousins. You know, we were hanging out, playing soccer or whatever, and out of nowhere I realized, well, I got to go. And so about a block up from where we were playing at, there was like public restrooms, right? And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to go up there and do my business. So I run up there, and the freaking doors are locked. And so I'm like, oh, no, what am I going to do? You know, I really had to go. And so I go back to where my cousins were. I'm like, hey, the bathroom's locked. What do I do? And they're like, well, just hold it in. You know, we'll be done in a little bit. And we were waiting for my family to pick us up. And so I was like, I can't hold this in. So luckily, sort of, we lived about 10 minutes away and walking. And so I'm like, I'm going to go home and, you know, go do my business. And they were like, well, nobody's home and the doors are locked. Nobody had any keys. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to, I don't know, go through the window or something. So I run home. Of course, the doors are locked. I can't get in. And in a panic, I look around me, and next door, there's a house with a lot of, like, small bushes and, like, kind of smaller trees. And I'm like, I'm going to go in there and do my business. So I go in there, pop a squat, I do my business, and then I'm thinking, oh, man, I don't have anything to wipe with. So I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm like, I'm just going to wait for them to get home. I'll sneak in once they're home and then, you know, finish cleaning up. No one will know what happened. So I'm sitting there. I don't know how long goes by, and they get home, and I'm thinking they're not going to see me. And as soon as they walk right past me, they're like, Miguel? And I'm like, hey. And I'm just sitting there with, you know, number 2 on the ground, and they all just started laughing, of course. And, yeah, I did the walk of shame inside.
Well, yeah, as happens.
Well, at least you wanted to wipe your ass. We saw a poll today, YouGov poll, whatever, and so they're talking about different people's bathroom habits, the percentage of people that do what. And it said 87% of people, think about this, 87% of people
use toilet paper,
admit to wiping every
100.
time they poop. It
should be 110%.
Absolutely should be 100.
Yeah.
Who's not wiping?
I don't know.
I've told this story before, but I had a family member who was staying with me. We go down to the Pacific End, which is probably about a quarter mile to a half mile away from where I lived.
Yeah.
Up the hill. So we go down there, we get some food. We're walking up the streets, walking up Stone Way, and my relative says, "Hey, I don't think I can make it, man." And I'm like, he's like, "Let's get an Uber." And I'm just thinking to myself, there's no way
an
Uber's
going
to take us $4. It just, it doesn't seem practical. So,
and it would be $50.
So he's like, "All right, I don't think I can make it." I'm like, "You can make it, man. You can make it." So now we're a block away. We are a block away from my house. And I just see him run up to this house. Now it's dark.
Yeah.
It's dark at this point. So I can't really see what he's done. And he drops his pants and he proceeds to use the bathroom with his back up against the back of this house. All right, fair enough. Next morning, I'm walking to the bus stop and I see what he had done.
Oh, yeah.
And it was something. It was one of those that would have painted the back of your porcelain bowl. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of crap. And it was, you could tell there was nothing solid. Nothing solid thing. It was just a spray. Okay? Fair enough. So, I want to say 2 days later, this is the caveat to this. 2 days later, one of the things I did not do, I typically, if I have a guest over, I will put a washcloth, I will put a towel.
Sure.
I will put that kind of thing in the guest bedroom. He was sleeping in the guest bedroom. So he comes to me and goes, "Hey, man, do you have a towel that I can use? I'm going to take a shower." And this dawns on me. I'm like, okay, you've been here for 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
This happened on night 2. Night 2. I don't know if you cleaned yourself up in the sink. I don't, basically, he never took a shower. 2 days after this incident.
That is so gross.
So I don't know if he just figured out another way to clean himself.
Does he not shower?
Not on the regular, no.
I mean, you've met this guy. There's nothing about him. He does not strike me as anyone who pursues hygiene. I guess maybe that's the best way to put it.
I just kind of figured, like, look, man, if you're going to do that, then you probably
if you do that,
you need to take a shower.
Yeah,
because that's not something. Because he walked up there, we didn't have any toilet paper. I didn't have a roll of toilet paper on me,
right?
So he just pulled up his pants, walked back up to the house. I'm like, Jesus, dude, what happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Terry. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, so a little bit of backstory. I served in the Navy for 6 years. I was on a submarine. My very first run, we got to pull into Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. As we're pulling in and tying up to the pier, our command master chief, we call him a cob, comes over the main announcing circuit and goes, "Hey, guys, I'm transferring to here in Pearl in 4 days. I'm not going to go back out to sea when you guys leave. I'd like to have a drink with you all. We're only going to be here for 2 days, so nobody can leave base, but there are 2 perfectly good bars right at the end of the pier. I'll see you all there in 45 minutes.
Awesome.
He buys our alcohol for the night. We destroy both bars, 125 of us. Later on in the night, after everything is done with everybody, we get back down onto the boat. I'm in the bathroom. I'm at the sink. I'm washing my hands, and I'm BSing with one of our senior chiefs, a little short, 5'6", Bronx, New York Italian dude. Love that guy. He and I are just kind of BSing. All of a sudden, one of our radio men walks into the bathroom, walks into the first stall, doesn't kneel down, doesn't bend over, just all over, wipes his mouth with the back of his hand, about faces, and walks right back out.
So he just opened the door and threw up and then walked out?
Yeah. So I take a step because I want to go see what the damage is. And just before I cleared around the edge of the stall, one of my division mates stands up because he sat down with his pants around his ankles and had passed out. And the radioman that had walked in had his eyes closed.
Oh, no.
And so all of a sudden, and I'm like, oh, no. So I feel a tap on my arm, and the senior chief who's standing behind me is like, unless you want to be one of the guys to clean that up, I never saw you. Leave. Yep.
Jesus. Why is that? Why is that city? I guess you didn't really have time to spend in the town, but that place gets voted like the worst place in the world to live. In the United States,
every time.
And it's still Hawaii. So what is so bad about that area? I mean, I know the history of it,
right?
But what is so bad about the place?
The mainland, Waikiki, is just stupid expensive because it's all the tourists. If you get out of Waikiki and around North Shore and around to the other islands, it's really not that bad. The problem is, especially if you aren't native, you tend to not be treated as well.
Right.
Okay. All right. Fair
That's
enough.
what you always hear. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been that was only the first time we pulled in. We got to pull in one other time. And we had a blast. So I went skydiving down in Kauai and got out, and we had a blast when we were actually able to get out in town. But we couldn't leave base that time. That just happened to be. There's a big, long story. I'm doing the one specific to the topic right now. But
now, one thing you pointed out that you're in a sub for what, weeks, months on end, right?
10 weeks.
All right. What is the ventilation like? Because we're talking about pooping on a plane, pooping on a bus, pooping in an RV, and like people lose their cool when you kind of rock it a little hard. So on a submarine, is the ventilation better or worse, say, than a passenger plane?
It's better, but that is one of our jokes that we are constantly breathing our own farts.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So
we have chemicals that we put into the filtration system called amine that kind of deals with and gets rid of, and yeah, there's a lot of filtration and whatever that happens. It's not that bad.
So have you ever had an experience where clearly somebody farted on some part of the sub and everyone's kind of aware of it?
Well, the worst one is once a run, we actually have to pump down the brown tanks, and somebody has to get into a biosuit and go in and scrape it down and collect anything that's dropped at keys, wallets.
Oh, God.
So you got to go you got to physically go into the poop room, the poop tank.
Yep.
And grab.
Usually it's a nub, almost always.
I was going to say, how do
usually,
you get that gig?
Well, see, actually, usually the nub that is the most liked. It's kind of one of those rites of passage that if they don't like you, they're never going to ask you to do it.
I would hope I'm not liked.
Well,
that
right.
seems completely reversed.
I know. But why anything that's a rite of passage is always awful.
Yes.
So,
that's one of them.
But I would think that do people throw up in those suits?
Yeah.
I would guess so.
Yeah. Because we don't really have like an actual bio suit. You get into a Tyvek, and then you duct tape your pant legs and arms and neck and put on a EAD, an emergency breathing.
You're telling me
mask.
United States military, knowing that you need to do this on a sub for various obvious reasons, they can't invest in an actual suit?
That would be too easy, and it would take away everybody's fun.
Okay,
that's true.
All right. So, do you guys do you shoot the extra stuff out into the ocean?
Yeah, out the back of the boat. We actually spit it out through the propeller out the back of the boat.
I would have to think that you guys got some big fish following you.
I would think the fish would follow you everywhere.
Well, we constantly listen to whales scraping up against the boat, and they hump the boat and fish or whatever, and porpoises and dolphins.
Wait. I'm in a submarine, and and it's not unusual
to have an orca
that a whale
trying to have sex with you
is humping the sub.
You can listen to him. Sonar listens to him all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nuclear, I bet.
Yeah, I don't know if
that's weird.
I mean, what does it sound like are they moaning, or is it just the sound of the friction of their body against the sub?
Yeah, it's the friction of the body. We'll hear them, like you've heard the humpback whale cries.
Yeah.
Whatever from the movies and stuff. You can listen. You hear that. They rub against us because they think we're another one of them, I guess. And
I thought they were smarter than that.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that they just like the way it feels.
It's like somebody having sex with a blow-up doll.
Right.
You know damn well
it's not human.
Yeah.
But it feels good. Yeah.
It probably does, because the outside hull of the boat is super rough because it keeps barnacles from collecting. So, yep, absolutely.
I mean, maybe they're just trying to scratch their backs.
That's what they tell their wives.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I did not know that about submarines.
Me neither. What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Seth. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
So I had the genius idea to get a spicy burrito from Taco Time before going boating.
Nothing in your brain said, hey, man, maybe don't do that.
Bad call.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the thought process was there. Maybe just someone
it wasn't
in that restaurant. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But we were real far out, and there was no way as soon as I felt it, I was like, man, we got to get back to shore. But it was like a wrench in my stomach, and I wasn't going to make it. So I ended up having them stop the boat, and I got in the water and, pulled my shorts down because I didn't want to make a mess all over myself. And the people in the boat are, like, watching me, and I let it go. And
why are they watching
I don't want to. I don't make eye contact with people when I'm using the bathroom.
Right.
Very, very rarely.
I wasn't looking. They were looking down. But I heard them all go, oh, and apparently the cloud was pretty impressive.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, I'm in the water, and I'm surrounded by it, and I'm like, pull the boat forward. So they had to, like, fire up the boat and pull forward while I'm getting pulled out of the cloud. It was terrible.
Yeah. In a cloud. Did you catch any fish that day?
No, we were tubing that day.
Okay. All right.
Now, was that the one and only time that you had to relieve yourself on that particular boat trip?
On that boat trip, yes. But I used to be a commercial diver, and I could tell you some horror stories about diving and eating foreign food.
What happens if you're diving, right? And whatever food you've eaten, but obviously it needs to come out. I mean, do you just do it in your suit?
Yeah. So I had a dive instructor at dive school that went to India to do some saturation diving, and you get locked in the chamber for like 28 days, and you go down into the working depth in the bell and basically stay under pressure for about a month.
Jesus.
And they're in India, so they're eating Indian food, and he said he ate and got in the water, and he couldn't hold it anymore. They're like 300 feet down, so the water's really cold, so they wear a hot water suit. It just pumps hot water into the suit for you.
Yeah.
And he couldn't hold it, and it went all over in his suit, and he said, he couldn't stop working. Their time's limited when they're actually going to work. And he could feel it, like, squishing in his armpits.
Oh.
Yeah, because it just spreads all throughout the hot water suit.
Jesus, man.
It's like a hair on my arm stand up.
Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever pooped in your own suit?
No, not in my suit. But I think the most comical part of that is that he didn't have to clean it. Like, once you get topside, you lock your suit out, and the tenders have to clean your suit for you.
Do you give any warning, or do you just not say anything and let them discover it on their own?
I think they were warned.
Okay.
What's the?
You gotta warn the guy, like, hey, there's poop in this.
What is the craziest thing you've seen down there?
Come on.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Have you seen anything like nuts down there?
I got to walk on the bottom of the Gulf. That was really cool. I think nuts-wise was like being in really clear water and then looking down and it's like cloudy towards the bottom. And you can see big shadows. That's pretty freaky.
Yeah.
You just don't know what they are.
No idea what they are. They're just enormous. And some of it's magnification from the water, but still, they're way bigger than you.
But do you have any idea what kind of fish they are?
No idea. I mean, I've seen manta rays. That's pretty cool. But, when they're far away, there's no telling what it is. You just see giant shadows.
And on any given job, about how long on average are you underwater?
Well, that completely changes depending on your depth. I think the Navy dive manual says at 60 feet, you have about an hour, and that's just surface supplied air.
Okay.
If you're shallower than 20-ish feet, you can be in there for hours. I've been in the water for 12 hours before.
Jesus whiz. Where do you pee?
In your chute. It warms you up.
Okay.
So have you done it on purpose before, just to add a little warmth?
I bet.
So you never want to use someone else's suit, is what I'm understanding.
No, absolutely not. I would never put on someone else's shoes. I've seen a lot of naked guys too. They don't care.
I mean,
part of the job.
I find all that very fascinating.
They should put that in the commercials.
It's just something I would never do.
It sounds exciting, but I mean, I'm just.
I don't know. I mean, look, and it's not even like pooping in the suit. I get it, but I'm not big on being in deep water anyway. But if you're telling me I got to focus on a job, right? But below me are massive shadows. Like, boss, I'm sorry, man. I'm freaking distracted. Like, I am not comfortable in this scenario. Maybe that's just me.
Jesus. What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
If you thought goldenly breaded McDonald's chicken couldn't get more golden, think colder! Because new sweet and smoky special edition gold sauce is here. Made for your chicken favorites.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
You walk in tired and hungry, one bad dinner away from losing it. You don't like to cook. You don't want more takeout. You just want something good. That's why there's Dish by Blue Apron. Pre-made meals with at least 20 grams of protein and no artificial flavors or colors. From fridge to fork in 5 minutes or less. Keep the flavor. Ditch the subscription. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax.
Okay. Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. Or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Hey, Whatcom County, got an auto loan? Let North Coast Credit Union beat it. This month, we will lower your current auto loan rate by at least 1% when you refinance at North Coast Credit Union. That means more savings in your pocket each month. Just show proof of your current rate and we'll take care of the rest. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations or northcoastcu.com to learn more. Open to members and anyone eligible to join. Minimum auto loan rate is 5.47%.
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Show. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
One moviegoer took big and surprised Arizona a little too literally, as he allegedly whipped out his member and relieved himself in the middle of the movie theater.
Okay.
Man, surprising several fellow patrons. A spokesman for the Sunrise Police Department tells TMZ officers responded to a disturbance call at the local AMC theater, 7 on Friday night. A male patron allegedly urinated inside the theater showing of Demon Slayer. Witnesses told the responding officers that others in the theater confronted the alleged culprit with footage of the apparent face-off now making the rounds online. Now in the video, you can see a few men wailing down on this guy, while a family with a young child looks on. Chaos ensues until a theater employee barges in, turns on the lights, and orders everyone to calm down.
Everybody just cool out, man.
Cops say the urination suspect named Limmel Hull, arrested and booked on charges of indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, criminal damage, and refusing to provide a truthful name. Hull, who has already appeared in court in the Phoenix area, has since been released without bail.
Which is amazing.
Well, it's apparently he peed on a kid.
He peed on a kid?
Yes, he did. Well, sprayed on a kid.
Well, right.
Either way, he
still,
could pee on you.
That is unbelievable.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Just go to the back. What was the latest Spider-Man movie? Not the animated ones, but it had like the three from the three different universes.
No Way Home?
I guess, right? So the kids, they both want to see the movie. Fine. We go as a family. Fine. Son taps me. He's like, hey, Dad, I've got to pee. I'm like, right now, man? Because kids, they don't tell you until like it's go time. So I'm just like, all right, God damn it, fine. So I look at my daughter and I say, hey, do you need to go to the bathroom too? Because I'm taking your brother. She's like, no, man, I'm good. I'm like, all right. So I hustle my son in there. I'm like, hurry up, man. Hurry up. Finish this business. We walk in. As soon as I sit down, my daughter's like, I got to go. And I'm like,
right?
So I take her up because that's what you got to do. Anyway, when I get back into the theater, what the big reveal was in the movie, if you had not seen it, it had happened. So I walk in and everyone's like doing the, and light applause.
You have no idea.
I figured it out. But like anything, man, you want to see the band take the stage. You know what I mean? Basically, I missed all the pyro in the opening song. But by the time I sat down, I'm like, cool. I'm glad I missed that moment.
A couple of texts. Gentlemen, I have a very good trick for pooping in the water. As I learned at summer camp.
Okay.
All you have to do is dive below the water, have your ass facing toward the sky. It launches out like a torpedo from a submarine.
That makes sense. I would not have thought of that.
And as far as Mount Rainier, guys, Camp Muir has two outhouses. It's the halfway point on Mount Rainier, halfway to the summit. They get clean drained by helicopters who pick up the waste.
Huh.
See, when I used the bathroom up there, I just remember pooping into a hole.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, it was an outhouse. But, I mean, down below, it was like 8 feet, 9 feet. I mean, it was a pretty good drop.
But didn't you have to tether to someone just to go to the bathroom?
Well, just because of the wind to get to it.
I understand, but I'm saying,
the wind,
the guy
was blowing
says,
over 100 miles an hour.
Yes, I will go out into 100-mile-an-hour blizzard-conditioned winds to tether to you so that you can poop.
Yeah. We had to wait. I mean, everybody. Just because you couldn't even open the door.
Right.
And then when you did open the door, there's 3-4 feet of snow there. So, you have to figure out a way to, like, post hole out of it.
That is crazy.
You couldn't just, like...
It blows so fast.
You went all the way to the outhouse, though? I mean, look,
it's
I'm
not that far.
seriously...
It's not. There's a ranger station that's just above the places where you sleep.
How many feet away do you think it is?
Dude.
Given the conditions, I'm just saying, guys, I'm pooping right outside.
Wind's blowing all night. Snow's just absolutely just pummeling us. And so I'm one of the first people up in the morning. And the sun comes up there because you're so high.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly. So I walk outside, and there is a ranger. All right, he's got like these barn door windows that open up. Like he's like sitting there sipping on a cup of Sanka or some crap. He's like drinking his coffee. And he looks at me and he goes, "What in the hell are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. Get me out of here."
Right.
Like, we don't want to be here. Like, he's like, "Is there a whole crew in there?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "They brought you guys up here?" I'm like, "Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did."
By the way,
was he angry?
He was more amazed just that they
agreed to bring you guys up there in that condition.
Put us in that situation, knowing the weather.
All right. Hey, Mike, you want to share with people a phone call that you had in that last segment? This is just hilarious to me.
We need to make sure that we label our phone number accurately, is all I'm going to say. Our phone number. Does everybody know it here by heart? I know, Miles, that you read it all the time. Steve, do you know what the phone number is?
Nope.
803-ROCK.
That's half of it, yes. It is 206-803-ROCK.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. 206 is the important part there. That's called the area code.
Oh, I thought they were calling from the old 800 number from when we were
No, they
syndicate.
were not. No.
Okay.
You have to hit that area code of 206 because that tells the phone that it's right here in the city of Seattle, because some people are going 1-800-803-ROCK, and that is incorrect. I can't stress that enough because I just got a phone call. And when I usually pick up these phone calls, I say, "Hey, are you calling in with a story?" This guy says, "No, more of a concern, eh? Just letting you know, I think I own the 800 number that corresponds with your number there because I've gotten 3 phone calls from people calling in to tell me about when they eshed themselves.
How did he figure this out? How did he figure this out?
Because he no less than 3 times a month gets phone calls from our listeners who are trying to tell him the stories that they want to put over our
okay, I got you. So he's been dealing this for a while.
And the thing is that not all of our listeners wait for the answer to hear who's on the other end of the phone before they just start going into their story.
What do you remember what this guy's business is?
I don't remember what it was. I tried to look it up, and all I could find was law offices up there. It was BC Canada. Like, he's close.
That is awesome. This poor guy.
206, guys. Make sure it's 206-803-7625.
Why does everyone keep telling me about defecating in their own
I don't care how much you pooped yourself.
What kind of business is he in?
I think it's law offices. I don't know.
We should call him and just talk to him.
Yeah, we should see if we can do an interview with him to say, listen.
Yeah, just like, what have you heard before?
How many errant calls do you get, and what have they told you?
Right.
I think that's...
Do you have a minute? Can we ask you some questions?
He wants to sell us the phone number because he's tired of getting all these calls.
I bet he is.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying to run a business up here, but you guys just keep getting your callers in here.
He's trying to run
a business, man.
It's probably one of the highlights of his day.
It's my pants.
You know,
he seemed like a very nice guy.
He's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
Yeah.
He seems very, he sounds like he did find the humor in the situation.
no
he sounds
angry
like he might
Canadians.
like the show.
Yeah, we need to reach out to him. I would say before the end of this week, let's see if we can
is he in Vancouver? Like, where is he?
What do you do for a living?
I told him to email the show, so we might be hearing from him
All
soon.
right, excellent.
Is that the guy who just wrote in?
Let me see here. That might
It says
be...
test.
Hang on, I got to
see where it says test.
Let's see here. No.
Yes, it is.
That's him?
Yeah, see the bottom 800 number?
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's Jamie.
Let's see. Simone Structures.
Let's see what they do.
That's his business.
Clicking on it now.
Let's see where they are.
Simone Structures. Do not call this man trying to do our show.
Oh, they do
Tower and mobile
They do
cranes.
cranes.
This poor guy.
We have cranes to meet all of your hoisting needs.
We are not a 1-800 number.
He's got stories about poop, and those guys poop on top of those cranes.
Oh, I see what it is. It's backwards. So we're 206-803. He's 800-206-7625.
Oh.
You dyslexic SOBs.
That's fantastic.
They're in Okanagan. So at least they're close. I mean, that's not real
Okay.
close.
He's close-ish.
Okanagan Valley is in Washington. It just extends up into Canada. That's where they grow all the peaches.
And this dude is dealing with all the...
I'm just trying to sell cranes.
Trying to work here.
He's up there by Golden and Kanawha, probably. Jesus. Our question, what happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello. Hey, you want to know the station wrong, and I called the 803 Rock, but I figured it was 1-800, and he picked up. He says, "Hello." I said, "Is this the radio station?" He said, "Yes, it is, and you just won 3 tickets to." Yeah, no, this isn't the radio.
Was he a decent guy though?
Damn it. I said, you want to know the story anyway? Since I probably won't make it on the air. He goes, Yeah. Let's hear the story.
He did say that he was giving away Mariners tickets.
I like that he's just 3 sides to the fact, like, listen,
I'm dealing with this crap.
Fine.
Yeah, trying to run a business here.
He seemed like a really good sport about it. We sat there and talked for 5 minutes about each time I had to use the bathroom. It was quite interesting.
Well, he runs a crane company,
and those guys
have to pee. They have to use the bathroom up on top of wherever they are.
Yeah, I think the term I read today is on the YouTube chat. They're talking about mud falcons, right? It's like, I feel bad for crane operators. Somebody said, don't feel bad for them, man. They get paid a lot of money. I said, it's not that. It's about not just pooping in a bucket. It's about then taking the bucket down. Yeah. Right, because one quick slip and you got a mess on your hands. Yeah, we'll see if we can get an interview with this guy. Sounds very nice. So what story did you share with him?
You guys can talk to him. Well, there was this one time. So you guys know where Darrington is?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I live between Sweet Haven and Darrington, and I was homeschooled, and I decided I didn't really want to hang around the house no more, so I walked up to Darrington on the back trail where the train tracks used to be. And when I got to about the Bluegrass Festival area, my gut started churning, and I knew that I could basically go anywhere because I was in the middle of the woods, but it was the fact of trying to figure out something to wipe with. So I was turned between my T-shirt and one of my socks. So I used one of my socks.
I was going to say, what kind of
And,
T-shirt? What? Like, if it's a band T-shirt, it's definitely a sock.
It was probably one of the JCPenney T-shirts my grandma got me years before. But so I relieved myself, walked into town. The rest of it was like an 8-mile walk through that one trail, and you only hit a couple side roads in between. But you end up behind the IGA, and I walked into town where all my friends were, and they're all asking me why I had one sock on. And, I let them know I had the crap on the trail on the way here, and I had to wipe somehow. And they all looked at me like I was crazy or something, like it's not normal to wipe with your sock when you don't have something to wipe with.
Well, some people rip off a sleeve.
Right. I would just look, if I used a sock, just to avoid the conversation, I would just take off the other sock as well. Keep it symmetrical.
So I had a hole in that shoe.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to wear out my toe.
Did they...
I already basically worn it out.
Did they have a better suggestion for what you should have done?
No, they just wanted to point and laugh. I still have one friend that I'm close with today. Her name's Cassie, and she still brings it up and makes fun of me to this day. This is probably 17, 18 years later, and she still brings up the one sock.
Well,
one sock walk.
One sock
walk.
That sounds like a song title.
It's legendary.
Yeah.
And I did the one sock walk when I was out in the woods. Had to go out and drop off the goods. Look, man, when you got to wipe your ass, I don't care. Well, like I said, that poll that we saw, only 87% of people wipe every time after they go to the bathroom. But for me personally, man, if I can't wipe, then I'm going to wait it out until I come up with something. Yes. Right? I've even been in the public bathrooms where you realize there's no toilet paper, but it's too late. I know there are other people in the bathroom, but I waited out until I'm pretty sure no one else is in there and sprint down to I refuse to leave without wiping my ass.
Like, I feel like we've all been a little bit excited about the clean sweep, as it were. However, you still make the sweep to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Well, the problem is 90% of women say they wipe when they go number one.
Yeah.
Right.
87% of people say they use toilet paper when they go number two.
People. That is
People.
What do you... Maybe... Now, there could be the caveat. Maybe they have a bidet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That was one of the comments.
56% of people have had a phone conversation with someone when using the bathroom. I've never done that.
I've never done that. I used to work with a guy. I went, well, he's now dead. Tom Welch was his name. And this dude weighed probably 400 pounds. That is not an exaggeration. And he worked
Tom was the big boy.
At the first radio station I worked at. And he was just kind of a gross dude in general, but he was all right. But I remember walking into the bathroom, and I can hear him taking a dump. And he's talking to his sister. He lived with the sister. Yeah. And they're talking about what she should pull out of the freezer for dinner. And all I hear is, in a thick Baltimore accent, Dundalk style. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think there's pot roast in the freezer. This went on for like 3 minutes, man.
Is he the guy that'll buy the giant subs to lose weight?
So when Jared from Subway first hit big, he's like, hey, I lost all this weight because I'm eating these subs, blah, blah, blah. Right. Imagine all this noise talking about dinner. So this dude would go to Subway and buy a foot long, and he didn't change what his order was, but I mean, it's full of mayonnaise and oil and all the rest. Subway was a block and a half away from our building. He would go to the parking garage and drive there and drive back. And after like 2 months, he's like, it's bull-ass, man. It doesn't work. We explained,
yeah, well, right.
Jared also walked, right? He pointed out Subway is helping him. Subway's not the answer. But I'm like, you physically drove a block and a half to get a foot long covered in mayonnaise and oil, bro. Then
his theory was just, as long as I eat Subway,
I will drop
some weight. And that's just not how it works.
No. And then he tried, he was going to do no-dos. Do you remember that?
No-dos.
That deal was, you take this pill, and in your sleep, it would just melt the fat away, which is complete BS. And we're working with this other guy named Ben at the time, and Ben goes, brother, you're going to need a bottle of sleeping pills and go into a coma for that to work. And he died big.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
The other problem is he was just so loud.
All the time.
I mean, he was just like a walking stereotype of like a giant dude.
He was. Just loud, self-important. They couldn't run this place without me. I remember him saying that. 2 months later, he was fired. You remember they did the CBS radio, like every Christmas for your holiday enjoyment, they did a massive bloodletting. And all you needed to hear was your name and that Bob needs to see you. That meant you're about to lose your job. So I remember sitting in the studio. There was like 4 of us in there. And this guy, Stoffberger, we worked with, he opens the door and he's just like, hey, Tom, Bob wants to talk to you. And you could just see his face. We were just like, "Salute,
Bye.
See you later.
bro. You're not
See you
coming
later.
back,
See you
man.
later.
Yeah.
You know what's
Have you guys used? We're getting a couple comments here. Have you guys used a bidet?
No.
Yes.
I never have.
Oh, it's awesome.
So
I want to install one.
Do you still have to dry
But
off,
see,
or
the
do you
thing
drip
is,
dry?
I don't want. If I do it, I don't want to buy like some cheap one. I want to buy one that's going to actually be a decent unit that'll last.
The cheap ones are fine. They just don't. It's just cold water.
Oh, no.
When you go up in price, you can control the temperature and stuff.
Okay. All right. And do you just drip dry after you spray it
I
out?
still give it a little wipe.
Yeah.
Just because you're wet. The hardest thing is a lot of them is like you got to stand up and it will turn off. You just have to have that confidence.
Okay.
Oh, then when you
how
stand
do
up, it's done.
How do you know where the aim point is? Because I'm sitting down. I don't know where that thing's shooting up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to adjust?
Yeah, you can tell.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you... All right. I've never
I'm
used
telling
one.
you. Yeah, you don't feel
Is it a
clean.
lot of water, or is it like just a small...
It depends on the one you get, but no, it's a pretty good stream. You feel super clean. You just don't want to use toilet paper anymore.
Okay. I mean, I hear that.
But how
all
do
the
you know?
time.
Like, sometimes it's worse than others. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you cover a lot more ground on the
sure.
outside. You don't even mean to.
I think
Sometimes
you only
there's
got
nothing there.
It's spraying pretty good. So if it's like longer than 30 seconds or a minute, now you're just being a perv.
And you're controlling that with a button or something. Or do you just hit it one time and then it like starts its process?
Some of them have a thing back there. Some of them you just like, yeah, like you got to start it and then it keeps going, but it will shut off once you stand up. My buddy had a super fancy one. For the first couple times, I was just nervous. Like, is it going to shut off? Is it not?
But you just got to go.
And you look down and just like it's like a water fountain coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know that
I
I'd
would
stare
just
right.
straddle the water fountain at school. Like, I'm just cleaning myself up here. Stop looking.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROD.
Hello, Terrell. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, fellas.
Hola.
So this was a weird one. I'm in a grocery store, and it has one of those bathrooms with like no real doors. It just has that hard 90 till you get to the urinals and the toilets.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk through the door, and I see this little white kid, and he has the look of fear on his face. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And we're in the type of area, I'm like, it could be a tweaker, somebody could be nodded out or something. I walk around the corner to see this 87, 90-year-old man with his shorts and his tighty whities around his ankles, and his bees are touching his knees. And then I look back at the kid, and I'm like, okay, I understand why you have this look on your face. I haven't seen anything like this in a long time, and this is like 2023. So I know he's not used to people pulling their underwear and stuff all the way down.
Not adults.
No, but kids do it.
I mean, kids do it, but not adults.
Exactly. So I just look at the kid. I'm like, it's all right, bro. Just go over here to the toilet over here. Just go use this one, brother. It'll be okay. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, it's okay.
Was this guy standing up at the urinal?
Yes, sir. And it's only one urinal. So the kid is just standing like 15 feet behind the guy. His jaw is on the ground. The kid's about to cry.
Damn, man. Gravity. Come on.
So it's just like, it's all right. It'll be okay, kid. It'll be okay.
That is a weird conversation to have with someone in the
Yes,
bathroom.
it is.
Hey, man, you're going to be all right. Just try not to stare at this old, wrinkled ass.
I'm looking for his parents. I'm looking for somebody who can, like, explain this to him. But now it's just this random black guy, like, telling him it'll be okay.
I don't know what the hell the deal with grocery store bathrooms might be one of the weirdest.
It's
public
always an
bathrooms.
S show.
It is. I don't understand.
The one exception I have ever seen, and I said this about a month ago, the Amazon Fresh up on Aurora. I had to go. My wife's getting something. I'm like, look, man, I got to go to the bathroom. And being that it's on Aurora, I just assumed the word. It's a grocery store on Aurora. Like, I can't imagine any worse scenario. That thing was remarkably clean. Like,
Well, I think you have to have a
stunningly
membership to get in there.
No, the guy.
Is that like a regular grocery store? Or is that the ones where you just do the self checkout like you would a Klein place?
No, it seemed like a normal grocery store, but I found a security guard, and I say to the security guard, like, hey, man, I really have to use your bathroom. Keep in mind, we had been painting around the house that day, so I looked like a tweaker just rolling off the street. So I really thought he was going to turn me down. And he says, all right, man, just go all the way to back and to the left. I'm like, cool. When I get there, there's another security guard there. Like, they're waiting for you. And they punch you in. They don't give you the code. They do it for you. You go in. I did my best. And again, staggeringly clean bathroom.
Well, that's fine. They got two security guards.
I
in the
know,
door.
man, but I was like, kudos to you guys. So that is not normally how a grocery store bathroom works at all.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Valdez. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
So it's about almost 20 years ago that this happened. I was working for a towing company down in Portland, Oregon. And then you remember when the big snowstorm happened down there?
Yeah.
That was it. And my guts just started churning. Best place that I could find was one of those rec areas or rec centers that they have at apartment complexes.
Yeah.
Front door was open. Bathroom was locked. They had to actually basket with a trash bag and
Valdez, your phone's breaking up, man. Your phone is breaking up. Try it again.
So, not into the bathroom, but in the lobby area, in there, whatever. I into the bathroom.
Hey, Valdez, call us back.
Yeah, give us a call back, man. Your phone's breaking up.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
People in Whatcom and Skagit County have been choosing North Coast Credit Union for 86 years. But they're not just choosing a credit union. Our members are choosing to support local businesses. They're choosing lower fees and loan rates. They're choosing to take ownership in their communities. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Washington. Visit one of our 5 branches or northcoastcu.com to see why North Coast Credit Union is the obvious choice.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
Most people would rather attend a corporate team building workshop than search for auto and home insurance.
Go team, feel that synergy.
That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com.
Who's ready for the trust fall?
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Sure, yes, this goes by kind of our categories, the top 10 classic board games and the best and worst car brands. That's coming up at 4:30 right after emails on our question, what happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK. Big news, Ted.
What up?
Check the phone there during the break.
Oh,
I get
yeah?
a text message from Taryn Daly from the Daily Miggs Morning Show. And she said, here's a link to a bidet that we have. And it's wonderful. It's got warm water.
All right.
It's a Tushy, I believe.
I've heard of Tushy.
$149 on Amazon. That thing will arrive tomorrow at my house.
Oh, excellent.
All right.
I am now entering the bidet lifestyle. So hopefully this will be exciting, a new change in my life.
I want a review. That's all I want to know. Just give me a
He's
side
going to be a
review.
changed man. We're going to hear about it all week.
Well, you know,
I got to get one.
I have a couple toilets in my house. I will use that as the exclusive
poop
number 2 place. Maybe I'm assuming you're going to save money on toilet paper.
Is this going to be the one outside of your kitchen or off of your room?
Up in my bathroom. I'm getting redone right now. So it'll be the one in the bedroom.
Well, what about the rest of us when we come over?
I'm going to go to his bathroom in his bedroom and poop.
Yeah, you can go. I don't care. You can go play a home game. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Or an away game at home. What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Valdez. Welcome back to the men's room.
Hola.
Now we got you.
Awesome. So it was about almost 20 years ago. I was a tow truck driver down in Portland, Oregon, when the big snowstorm hit. I was out patrolling, and my gut started churning. I could not find a bathroom for the life of me, so I pull into an apartment complex that, luckily, the door for the rec center was actually open. Unfortunately, the bathroom doors were locked. So I find a wastebasket with a trash bag in it, a drop trowel, and I proceed to do my business in the lobby.
Oh.
Nobody in there.
Where in the lobby? Yeah. Like in a trash can on the floor? What are we talking about?
In the trash can, in the trash bag, in the trash can. But I was my mid-20s, and I wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible just in case anybody happened upon me, so I did not grab the bag.
Oh. All right. So you just left the bag of S sitting in there?
Yes, I did.
Hey, man, look, I pooped in a trash can once outside of the laundry room outside of my old apartment, and, I had to wipe my ass with the dryer sheet, which I thought was kind of brilliant. I'm like, ooh, cool, because I did not plan in advance. Like, I just had to go. So somebody's, it was not mine, somebody's bounce dryer sheets were there. They don't work at all. You don't consider how perforated they are.
So they just leaked right through your hands.
Right. I did not think about that part. But anyway, I did pull out the trash bag and walked it immediately to the dumpster. Yeah. But it's weird because kind of like him, like, I'm in a public part of this building, man. I got to get this out. If anyone opens that door, this is going to look real bad.
That's an apartment dumpster lifestyle is a lifesaver.
Oh,
because if not, you got to wait for the trash day.
Oh, no.
The trash day would just be, that's too long. What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Dude, I lived in one building that had a trash chute. That was luxurious.
You didn't poop down it, did you?
No.
Oh, you're just saying it had a trash chute. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were like, I just opened it up and unloaded.
I mean, it's just so much easier to throw stuff away.
When I first moved to Seattle, place in Belltown, they had one.
Correct. Right. Same thing. My place in Belltown had one.
And I don't know why, but for me, it was fascinating. Not just to drop your bag down there. I was on the 6th floor. I'd always listen for it. Just go all the way down.
Correct.
And it's not because I didn't think it would. There's just some weird joy you take and listen to it ricochet all the way down.
Yeah.
Like,
did yours ever get stopped up?
Not on my floor, but somebody put something on the 4th floor, which we got like one of those building-wide like email things, like, hey, don't stuff, I can't remember, it wasn't like a mattress, but something that was sizable that does not fit down the chute. And then the problem was it had gotten up to the 5th floor, but we didn't know. So when I dropped my stuff, it didn't quite come up to the 6th floor, but I realized like it just kind of landed with a thud, and it didn't hear ricochet anymore. And then we got the email a couple hours later. So they're like, hey, don't trash, man.
It would happen like once a year. But really? I remember one time on the weekend it happened. And I mean, it filled all the way up to like the 6th floor.
Damn.
Not good.
No.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jay. Welcome to the men's room.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Hola.
So, man, this is like 30 years ago. My buddy, he's got a girlfriend in Yakima, and he says, hey, they're having a big barbecue. You want to go? And I said, food, beer, count me in. So I hop in the big old piece of crap truck, drive all the way to Yakima. I get there, and they're cooking a pig in the ground. And they got some pretty really crappy beer on tap, but me being a glutton, I typically do this. And I eat pig and drink beer all night long, passed out on the tailgate of my truck. So I get a nudge at 8 in the morning by my buddy, and he says, hey, we're going tubing down the Yakima River. And I said, okay. So we get down there, and there's some local guys there, and they're all just kind of running their mouths. And my buddy Frank's like, hey, no fight. And I went, do I look like I could fight today? So I'm in the river trying to sober up, and this guy's standing there just whop, 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 whop like a little dog, and I'm thinking, I should just drown him. My buddy goes, easy, man, easy. And I'm like, no, man, and it just hit me. I turned to 180, pulled my shorts down. I'm in waist deep water, walked a little further. I just warmed him up with a little brown water.
Oh, nice.
And he's just looking at me, and he's like, are you? And I went, well, heck yeah, man. And the guy was like, yeah, you guys probably aren't going to like tube in our river. And I was like, yeah, man, I don't want nothing to do with it. So walked out of the water, climbed in my truck. My air conditioner went out, and I drove all the way back over to this side of the mountain with no air conditioning. But yeah, that's my story.
Good times.
I crapped on the locals.
All right. I don't know if I've ever pooped at someone.
Yeah.
You know, I've farted at people plenty, but I've never just said, you know what, man, I'm so tired of you. I'm going to defecate on you.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Laura. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hola. That was my granddaughter who insists I tell this story.
Oh, good.
We were hunting, and it's my husband and I and my granddaughter, and I've had to go poo for the longest time. Finally, I said, you better find that honey hole because I've got to go. So finally, we get down to the honey hole. I'm running down in the back of the truck, running to go to the bathroom. And my granddaughter's right behind me. I said, leave me alone. And she's right there, and I can't wait. I yanked down my pants, and I let her rip. And it was horrible. It was like a Banaka blast.
Oh, God.
And my
Keep talking,
granddaughter
baby.
is
Keep
laughing
talking.
so hard. It was ridiculous.
How old is she at this moment?
Well, she was 12. She was 12 at the time.
Oh, so that'll be etched
15
into her
now,
brain.
and she tells this story all the time.
About Grandma.
Yes, about Grandma had to go poo in the woods. About we get back to the truck, Grandpa says, "Was that a gun I heard?"
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so my granddaughter she just loves this story. I don't know why, but yeah, the whole thing is she wouldn't leave me alone. Couldn't poo in peace.
God
She
forbid
had
you
to
do
follow
that.
me.
Although it does sound like the title to a children's book. Grandma had to poo in the woods.
Jesus.
Sit back, kids.
Guys, I took a dump in a trash can in the walk-in freezer at Papa Murphy's because someone covered our bathroom in poop and my shift was almost over.
Oh,
and I
why
wasn't
the
cleaning
freezer?
that. Golly.
Don't screw up the food in the doggone freezer. Come on, man.
Oh, boy.
Go the alleyway out back.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Well, another hunting story. A friend of mine and I were headed south towards Chehalis area, and I decided to start my day with vodka and orange juice, which was a great way to start the day, you know. And I wasn't feeling that well anyhow. So by the time we got down close to JBLM, I guess, where it's a Gravelly Lake Drive. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that area there.
Not super familiar.
Okay, well, it's an exit there. Well, now we call it Gravy Legs Drive. But we shot off there. I go, man, you got to find a bathroom, dude. And we rolled in this gas station. It looked a little shady. And I went in and I go, hey, man, can I use your bathroom? He goes, yeah, sure, here's the key. I go in the bathroom. I just make it in there, close the door, undo my pants, bend over, and it was like a wood chipper, man. I just bent over and it blasted the wall, man. And the great thing was, I was like, oh, God. You know, and I look around, and I literally, where the flushometer, you know what the handle was, it was white behind that, but everything was brown. It was like a shadow behind it. I feel terrible, you know. I'm like, oh, God, you know, because I do facility stuff, you know. So I'm like, I go and wipe, and I'm like super clean. I'm like, it was a clean getaway, and it was just impossible. So, and this bathroom's really big, and the sink is like a long way away, and it had one of those push things where you push it down, only a little bit of water comes out before it shuts off.
Yeah.
So there's no mop, there's no nothing. So I'm trying to take handfuls of water and throw it like 10 feet against the wall. But nothing's where I got no receptacle of water to just kind of wash it down. And finally, I just thought, I got to go, man. I just got to bail. And I go up and somebody was waiting for the key at the counter. I go, oh, here you go. And I ran outside and my buddy, I said, go, man, go. We got to go. He's like, why? Did you rob the place? I said, no, man, this guy's going to kill me. You can't believe what I did to that bathroom.
I would feel better if I had robbed it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I felt bad for the guy. I'm like, oh, this guy, we can never go in here again. Never.
That was the last stop.
Yeah, so it was.
God, it's a bad feeling, man.
I've done that for other reasons, just because I'm an ass.
What do you mean?
Well, no, I should probably not go back there for a while.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't. That probably was the last time. What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So anyhow, this happened about the beginning of COVID.
I'm a contractor. I was heading down to Chehalis with my lead guy, and we stopped at a Love's truck stop, and I get a couple of those little chorizo burritos. And my lead guy's like, "Man, you don't want to eat those." I was like, "No, these are good. I'm gonna eat a couple of these." So we work all day. On our way back, I have to go really bad. So we stop in Lakewood at this Shell station. Of course, they're not letting anybody in the bathroom.
Not in Lakewood.
Jump the fence. What's that?
Not in Lakewood. No.
Lake Hood.
Oh, I said, yeah, not in Lakewood. Yes.
I jump the fence. I run over to this new hotel they built right off the freeway, and there's nobody at the front desk. And I'm thinking, I'm gonna roll in the bathroom. I'm gonna take care of business, and you need a car to get in there. So I beeline it out of there. I run about 100 yards across the parking lot. I get behind these trees, take care of business, and this is more than a one wipe situation, if you know what I mean. So I had a paper towel or Kleenex or something in my pocket, and I wiped myself. I was like, I got to do this again, and what am I going to use? And I reach in my other pocket, and I got one of those face masks, and I finished the job.
Yeah.
So I beeline back across the parking lot over the fence, and he's like, good that you took care of business.
Yeah. I mean, hey, man, that's the one time those masks certainly came in handy. Like,
it was the best use of that mask the whole time during COVID.
I can believe that, man.
Yeah.
I can believe that. And honestly, man, just a power move is seriously the bathrooms in the lobby of a hotel rarely have anyone in there because everyone feels more comfortable being in their own room. But if you're there with family or friends, because when we were in Mississippi,
no, that's my go-to move no matter what. If I'm in a hotel room with somebody else, there's no one in the downstairs lobby bathroom.
No one, man.
You have the whole thing to yourself. It's
correct, and it sucks when it's just you and a buddy sharing a room, and it's like, oh damn, dude, you blew this up.
Well, that's the thing. I was rooming with this guy Jerry, and Jerry's not a big drinker as Miles and I were, but we're in Mississippi, we're eating the food, we're drinking the drink, so my guts were pretty bad each morning, and Jerry's in there taking a shower, so I'm like, all right, man, I can't hold this, so I ran down to the lobby bathroom, and it was bad, man. It was bad, but again, nobody's in there. It was very nice bathroom. Come back upstairs. Jerry's wrapped in a towel. Where were you, man? So I had to take a dump, dude. So I ran down to the lobby bathroom. We got a bathroom right there. I said, I know we have a bathroom right there, but your big ass was in the shower, and I thought instead of poisoning you with this, that I would simply go to the bathroom lobby. So he stared at me for like 10 seconds and then just ends it with, "You weird, man." And that was it.
Yep.
But Jerry's a former college football player.
That's not weird to me at all.
So to him,
that's exactly what I was.
He's like, "Yeah, of course he's walking to take a dump." And I'm like, "No." But then I'm worried because the rest of the time I'm there, I'm like, if I'm taking a shower and his big ass walks in to drop a heater, I'm going to be pissed. But this dude is big, so there's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Apartment I had, strangely enough, the bathroom was an archway.
All right.
There's no door on this thing. It would look like a Hansel and Gretel kind of like, like an archway.
There's no door?
It was basically, it was a bathroom that was in a bedroom. It was the only bathroom, just the way this place was configured. There was no door. Not a big deal, except for I had a roommate, and he had a different bedroom without a bathroom. So we shared that bathroom that was in my bedroom area.
Yeah.
All right? But I'd be in the shower, and I could just smell it. And I'm like, "Chad, are you?" And I pull the cord, and he's just sitting there.
That's what I mean.
Taking a crap. Like, "How long have you been there?" He's like, "I don't know, 5-10 minutes." I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I don't want that in my life.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, so I was working in a hyperbaric chamber. We were doing military diving operations. So you kind of know you're going to be in there for, 5 to 6 hours. So you make sure you bring enough water to stay in the chamber. So I'm drinking my water, realize I forgot to bring a pee bottle. So I'm like, well, I got to go pee, so I got to down this water, so I have a bottle to pee in. So I'm peeing in the bottle, I fill it up, and then they're like, hey, we're going to be doing operations a little longer. So you're kind of stuck in there. So I'm like, well, now I got a full pee bottle, and I got to pee again, and I got another bottle of Gatorade, and I was like, well, if I drink this, then I'm going to have to pee some more. So I'm kind of just holding it. And then finally they're like, hey, operations are over. And I'm like, oh, great, because I really got to pee. But now we're coming up to the surface, which means that the pressure in the bottle is going to build, and now I'm like, oh, shoot, this thing's going to explode because it's already full to the top. So, now we're coming up to 0 feet, and I'm just watching this thing like, this thing's going to blow up. I'm going to get pee all over myself in the chamber, and then I'm going to be stuck up all night cleaning this thing up. So,
is that what ended up happening?
Nothing. No, it stayed sealed up, but, it was just one of those things where I got to pee, I'm like worried about it, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm worried about this bottle exploding on me.
What do you do for the 6 hours that you're in a hyperbaric chamber? I mean, you're just in there and that's it?
Yeah. You bring, you kind of bring some reading material. You're kind of limited on what you can bring that, make sure it's not a fire hazard. So, usually you'll bring some books to read up. Make sure, usually I'll bring like medical books. Okay, if this happens, then I'm going to do this. Just prepare for any emergencies.
That's comforting.
Check on things. Yep. Yeah. So
that's crazy. Yeah, I can't imagine bringing a medical book because I'm going to be stuck somewhere for 6 hours, and there's a good chance something's going to go wrong. So let me bring these books so I can figure out what to do.
What happened when you had to relieve yourself? 206-803-ROCK.
Got to read up on it.
Yeah. Hello, Terry. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Happy 20th.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Next year, you'll be old enough to drink.
Yes, indeed.
We can't wait.
So, quick, I wanted to chime in on the bidet thing. I inherited a house with a $10,000 bidet in it.
Wow. $10,000?
Yeah, the guy who lived here was disabled. So let me set the scene for you. You walk up to it. It sings a little song at you. It lights the lid opens itself, and the inside of the bowl lights up. And then when you sit down, you have a remote, and you can turn on the fan. You can turn on how hard it hits you, if it missed you, and then you get to turn on a dryer, which will dry up your butt.
Are you ruined now? Like if you moved into a normal house,
if you have to go use bathroom in a hotel.
I forgot to mention my favorite part. The seat is heated.
See, that's a nice touch.
Yeah, that is classic.
Yeah.
So
and
you
can set the temperature whatever's comfortable for
So
you.
you hate pooping basically anywhere else?
Oh my God, yes.
Do you ever forget to wipe your ass? I mean, just say you get so used to your bidet, right? You get up, you handle your business, then you go somewhere, forgetting that there's not a bidet. Have you ever just pulled up your pants and like, oh damn, that's right?
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
That's my biggest.
Oh man, oh God.
But I'm saying you get so used to
Less now
something.
than it used to be.
Yeah.
But so my story is, I was down at Pike Place Market, and my stomach is always a problem. I've got IBS, so I really had to go. And Pike Place Market, as you know, has those terrible things without the doors because
they're awful.
They don't want anybody ODing or anything in there. And I was definitely not going to sit straight down on the seat, so I reached in for one of those seat covers.
Yeah.
And I went hand first into somebody's colostomy bag.
Oh,
jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They put it in the thing?
Oh.
They put it in the thing. I have absolutely no idea why, but yeah.
Just saving it for you.
Yeah, well, and then I absolutely was like, you know what? I don't have to go that bad anymore.
Jesus. Just shocked it out of your system.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Your guess is good as mine. Cut up the categories. We have the top 10 classic board games of all time and the best and worst car brands. That's coming up at 4:30. You're listening to The Men's Room.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Why does every recipe I try need 18 ingredients, including a jar of something paste I'll never use again, but will sit in my fridge for 9 months? I just want dinner in the oven, fast. That's why I love Blue Apron's new one-pan assemble and bake meals. They send you fresh ingredients that are already chopped. All you do is put it all together and bake. That's it. No chopping, no weird leftovers, just delicious, easy-to-make meals. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Supersized laundry packs.
These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax.
Okay. Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. Or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
People in Whatcom and Skagit County have been choosing North Coast Credit Union for 86 years. But they're not just choosing a credit union. Our members are choosing to support local businesses. They're choosing lower fees and loan rates. They're choosing to take ownership in their communities. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Washington. Visit one of our 5 branches or northcoastcu.com to see why North Coast Credit Union is the obvious choice.
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine. Cut out the categories, the top 10 classic board games of all times, and the best and worst car brands. But first, time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Couple from our question on going to the bathroom. Gentlemen, when I was 13, I got pulled over while relieving myself on a building. I hear a car behind me in the alley, and it stops, and I hear, hey, why in the hell are you peeing on City Hall? It was a cop. His name was Lieutenant Dickinson. He gave me a ticket for disorderly conduct, told me to go home, which was only a block away. I went to court about a month later. I had blue-dyed hair. Court went great. Just got told, don't do that again. Fun ends when I was about 19. I dated his daughter, briefly, but never told her about the story.
Yeah.
On the subject of a bidet. Guys, I love them, and they work great. I'm doing a remodel right now and have my new bidet toilet ready to be installed with the new toilet. Heated seat, night light, auto open close lid, fan to dry, and an air filter to deal with the occasional stink bomb. FYI, Toto makes a traditional toilet designed with a matching bidet for under $2,000. It has a built-in cord management for power and water. Much cheaper than the $10 to $15,000 for a high-end built-in bidet. That from Michael. By the way, I just had to call or get online and cancel my bidet order.
Boo.
Why? This bidet in particular needs a sink access.
All right.
And my toilet is nowhere near a sink. So I have a little area you come in that's got 2 sinks.
Yeah.
And then the toilets and the shower are in a little side room. So there's no way for me to do that model.
At least, okay, so not that model.
Yeah.
But are you determined now? Because
We're trying to figure this out.
You just got your heart set on a
also,
bidet.
Someone was cool enough to basically explain to me that you might need a socket to plug in if there's any electrical stuff.
Yeah.
That room in there, I don't believe it has electric, an outlet. I'm sure you could pull it from the light and do one, but I just don't have it in there right now.
All right. Hey, man.
This project is getting a little bit crazier.
That's how it always works.
Exactly. What else we got here?
Would it be easier to put it in the other bathroom?
Like the one near your kitchen?
Yeah, possibly.
Where Ted and I would like to use it.
Yeah, possibly. Sure.
Working out great for us. Hey, Mike, you ever use a bidet?
No, never once.
You want to go over to Miles's and poop?
Yeah.
We're doing a poop party.
Poop party at Miles's.
Yeah. Birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, listener from the other coast, central New Jersey.
Oh, hey.
Would you please do a birthday shout-out for my son, Aaron, a.k.a. Mr. Jacobs, who's no longer...
Mr. Jacobs.
He's not a teenager anymore. As today, he's 20.
Hey!
So can you do some random farts and other noises? Maybe a pep talk from Coach Ted to get Aaron psyched up to be the fraternity president.
Oh, damn.
For the coming year. Then maybe you guys talk all over yourselves about his farts and how they smell like sauerkraut. Love the show. That from AJ. Also, by the way, AJ says the YouTube feed makes it even better. KISW Rock. If you want to watch us there on YouTube.
All right, 20 years old, going to be the president of the fraternity. Is he going to be the president? You think of that chapter or the whole fraternity?
You just called him Mr. President.
Just
now.
the chapter, I'm sure. The local chapter.
Oh, hey, I don't know. Well, listen here, Mr. Presidente. The key to any good frat house, fraternity house, if you will, is the cook. All right? I want to see Italian grinders, pizzas, chicken cutlets as thin as your mother.
We hope he's right about that. So his farts smell like sauerkraut.
Why do you farts smell like sauerkraut?
Maybe he's eating a little sauerkraut.
Maybe you're not the guy that's the coach. Obviously, led the German club, but you're not part of the country, man. What does one expect?
All right, guys. Here. Oh, wait, one more.
One more.
Today is my Uncle MJ's 68th birthday. Can this newly retired teacher that is planning to just go fishing get a you, your girl, and your Johnson, and an old school fish sandwich? Thanks for 20 years, maybe in 20 more. Thrill's wife. We'll let him retire. That from Jeremy.
She does not want me home.
The tax guy.
You, your girl, and your Johnson.
Get a fish sandwich.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Bob. A couple extra emails. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Your Guess Is As Good As Mine. 206-803-ROCK. What do we got here? Guys, I just wanted to send an email today to include you guys with my milestone. Just like you fellas celebrating 20 years this year, today marks 20 years since I immigrated here from the Philippines. I was 18. Been listening to you guys pretty much since I moved here. Learned a lot from you all about pop culture references, other random facts, and experiences that helped me adjust with the whole new culture. You guys really helped me understand a lot of cultural things that they can't teach just by reading books. Listen to you guys during my duty stations in Okinawa, Japan, my Afghanistan deployment, and I've been listening almost every day since I got out of the United States Marine Corps.
Wow.
In 2014. The support your show gives to my fellow veterans and their families, the Fisher House, is the number one reason why I love you all. So here's to the future. Hopefully 20 more years. Miles and Steve and Ted and Mike, you guys aren't allowed to retire, by the way. Much love. That from Tessie.
You don't have to say you're in the Marine Corps. Spend that much time in Okinawa.
We're going to guess.
Yeah,
right. Like, I know some Navy guys are there, too, but I feel like everybody I know that spent any time in the Marine Corps has been to that island.
Have you ever met someone from Okinawa? I'm pretty sure.
I have.
Really?
I have.
I thought it was just Marines and naval guys, right? I mean, everyone I've ever spoken to that's been to Okinawa, I'm like, no one's Japanese.
And, well, they're also very specific. It's kind of like the Catalonians.
Okay, in Spain.
In Spain that are like, yeah, we're not.
Oh, really?
We have our own thing, yeah. So if you meet, I know one guy from Okinawa, and he's like, yes, I'm Japanese, but I'm from Okinawa.
All right. I got you.
Okay.
All right.
Making the bed is the subject. Hola, Bacholas. You guys were talking about making the bed and how military members almost always make their beds first thing in the morning. Well, besides making everything in the barracks look neat and tidy, making your bed is the first task completed of the day. It's a task accomplished, something you will have to do later. And in the end, even if you have a crappy day, you still have a nice made bed to come home to. In a commencement speech for the University of Texas, Admiral McRaven talks about it, and it pretty much is the main theme in his speech. It's pretty motivational, right up Ted's alley. Hope you give it a listen. Keep up the good work and love the show. LARP on and cheers. That from Aaron.
I'm pretty sure McRaven got most of his speeches from Coach Ted. I think it works the other way around.
Yes. I don't like to talk about it, but sometimes there's higher ranking officials, the police departments, Marine Corps, whatever. They come to me. And I go, hey, I'll tell you what. You give me 10 minutes, I'll teach you a lifetime.
I know. You're very modest about that. I'm glad you finally just let the people know the influence you have.
Subject is shot of the day totals. Olavich's. I did the math. Taking a standard shot of 1.5 ounces, as of show 4,389, you all have consumed 259 bottles, or 51 and a half gallons of booze each. Kudos to you. That from Elk Lake Jake.
Elk Lake Jake.
That's a ton.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Means we need bigger shots.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
People in Whatcom and Skagit County have been choosing North Coast Credit Union for 86 years. But they're not just choosing a credit union. Our members are choosing to support local businesses. They're choosing lower fees and loan rates. They're choosing to take ownership in their communities. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Washington. Visit one of our 5 branches or northcoastcu.com to see why North Coast Credit Union is the obvious choice.
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Show. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
Most people would rather assemble a 300-piece cabinet than search for insurance. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's one for you, one for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Time for Know Your Guess is as good as mine. It's an easy game to play. You pick from one of 2 categories and try to get as many right out of said category before 3 strikes and you're out. Steve, who is playing Your Guess is as good as mine.
Actually, we have Felix on the line. Hello, Felix. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola. Felix, welcome to the program. Your Guess is as good as mine. Okay, your categories today. We have both the best and worst car brands according to Consumer Reports. You can pick either one. If you want to go for the top 10 worst finishers or the top 10 best cars out there, that's up to you. Then we have the top 10 classic board games. So, Felix, you want to go board games or do you want to go car brands?
Let's go with the worst car brands.
The worst car brands. All right. Okay. Not the best. You want to go straight worst. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Felix, you know the game is played. Try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. What's your first guess here?
First guess while I'm driving one is this Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
It's a Passat.
It is not in the top 10 worst. Volkswagen. Where is that showing up? I don't even see it showing up on the list, to be honest with you.
Are these all active car brands, Miles, or have some of these gone under?
Oh, wait. Actually, Felix, I'm wrong. Yes, it is. It is in the top 10. It comes in at, I believe, number, if we said that way, 1, 2, 7.
Number 7.
Number 7 on the list. Okay, you're 1 for 1. Nice work. What kind of Volkswagen do you have?
Passat. I have a Passat, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the
sounds thrilled.
What's the biggest problem with it?
So far, the oil pan is not protected at all, so I had a hole in it last week.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
And the problem is that getting parts for those doggone things. It's international.
It's not cheap.
I spent $6,000 in just fixing this car.
I've had 3 Volkswagens in my life, and, they were older. I know technology has changed, so cars get better as time goes on.
Sure.
But, man, they were just a money dump for me.
And also, it's not easier to get parts. Somehow that has never changed.
Yeah.
All right, Felix, 1 for 1. You got number 7 correct. That would be Volkswagen. What's your next guess on the worst cars, according to Consumer Reports?
Well, I'm hoping Ford's on there.
You're hoping that Ford is on there. Does that mean you've had a bad experience with a Ford?
Not a Ford fan.
Okay. Ford is actually the 14th worst vehicle, they say.
Okay.
So not in the top 10.
I would, look, man, I'm just hazarding a guess here. People that own them love them, but I feel like Consumer Reports always poops on them, which would be Jeep.
Yes.
Like, they just never rank well for whatever reason.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Another guess, possibly. What's Mini Cooper's brand?
Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper, I mean,
Yeah.
it's technically made by BMW,
Yeah.
maybe? Yeah.
They're good cars, but it's the same problem. It's like fixing it.
Okay. So are you going to go Mini Cooper?
Yeah, we'll go Mini Cooper.
That's actually the 10 best.
Oh,
number 10 on
those
that.
cars
Tied
are
with
great.
Infinity for number 10 on the best cars.
Experience with cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not liked Mini Cooper. I thought he was right on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're garbage, dude. Apparently not. Apparently I'm just wrong.
I think you just hate them, dude.
I do.
I know two people that have them. They absolutely love them.
I don't like minis.
I'm going to guess, and again, I'm just guessing Chrysler. Just again, my experience was the Sebring, but that was just such a garbage ride. I can't imagine them
That
doing
was my next. That was my next guess. I had a Chrysler 200, and it just blew up on me.
Oh,
Go Chrysler on that.
That is number 17 on the list of the worst
Really?
cars. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I mean, I like
Or
them.
the 16th best.
But
if
I
you wanna
feel
look
like
at it.
Wait, was that the
should.
third strike?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Bye.
All right.
You guys want to try to take this on?
Yeah,
Jeep.
How about Jeep?
Jeep is the worst car you can buy.
Wow, right.
Okay.
It consistently seems.
Yes. One is an electric car, which I think is
the Rivian.
The Rivian. That's the.
and it looks awesome. I like them. But
so is it technical? Is it just problems?
It just shows up on this list every year.
It does, but Rivian, like Jeep, the people I know that own Rivians absolutely love them.
Sure.
There's
But
another.
They're saying it's so. I don't know if it's one of those things where look, I own a Jeep or I own a Rivian. I know it's garbage. I don't mind putting the money in because something about it seems to bring people joy.
Where was Rivian on the list there, Miles?
That was the 31st worst car, which makes it number 2.
Number 2.
Damn.
Number 2 on the list.
Let's
Now,
see.
there's another car out there that people do love them. I think they're incredibly stylish. But anybody will tell you, if you have one of these cars, you're going to get to know every single person by a first-name basis in the maintenance.
Oh, Range Rover.
Range Rover.
Oh, yeah.
Land Rover. That is the, 30th worst car.
So number 3 on the list.
Number 3 on the list.
Range Rover. On the YouTube stream here, a lot of people are saying Fiat.
Fiat.
That's such
I
an
thought
ugly little
Fiat's
car.
actually.
I like Fiat.
And I think they run fine.
You know what? They don't even register.
Don't even register.
They're too tiny.
No, they're not even. They're nowhere on the list.
Look, I like them. I think I would get one, but I hear that they kind of go to hell rather quickly. But Kia's
Kia's the 7th best car.
okay. Good. I'm glad I'm wrong.
Dead wrong on that one.
Yes,
We
yes.
talk about Kia, Mike.
7th best.
All right.
I knew I liked Kia's.
I thought about buying an electric one many times. I'm just waiting to see if the batteries on these cars will get a little bit better as far as the range before I pull the trigger.
Tesla.
Tesla, as far as being one of the worst?
Yeah.
Tesla is actually the 18th best car, or 15th worst, depending on how you look at it.
What about Chevrolet? I love them, but
Chevrolet
I feel like
is
they're
the
on the
8th worst car.
Yeah.
But is Chevrolet really, I mean, other than the Malibu, right? And
They
a
don't
Chevy
really do
truck,
cars.
and a Chevy truck.
Yeah.
Silverados, Colorados.
Yeah.
What else they doing? I don't know.
Do they still do the Impalas, or are those done?
I think the Impala just went away.
What about the Volt? They're a little electric.
Oh, yeah, those look cool.
Yep, the Chevy Volt, which I don't know if they're
Corvette.
still doing those.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yep, the Camaro.
Camaro, yeah.
They still make a Camaro? I guess they probably do.
No, now that you mention it, I think they're actually cycling that thing out, aren't they?
I don't know.
They might be.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've seen a new one in a hot minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was a great looking car, man.
Yeah.
You had one, right? Or did you have
did.
a Mustang?
Nope,
You
I
had the
had
Camaro.
Yep, I had a Camaro.
Yeah. God, it was badass.
Okay.
The new Mustangs are actually looking like the old throwbacks.
We've
I
got one German car in the top 10 worst. Oh, I'm sorry. Volkswagen's included in that, but we have one more.
How about Audi then? I suppose they're
Audi.
technically the same thing.
Audi's the 6th best car,
6th best.
according to Consumer Reports.
I mean, I would say BMW, but I feel like that tends to be up there. Mercedes
It's
also.
BMW is the number 2 best company.
Okay.
Mercedes-Benz is the 10th worst.
Oh, really?
Mercedes is number 10. All right.
That is correct.
It's too complicated. When I was cleaning cars, it was a struggle for me to find out how to unlock the damn door. And
Okay.
I don't fancy myself an idiot.
That's why I always feel stupid when I get out of a Tesla Uber.
How do I
couldn't
open the
figure out how to
damn
open the
door?
door.
No, I get out of a Tesla. I get in the Uber and I'm like, I'm trapped.
I had a buddy that he bought it as soon as those came out, and he pulled it in the alley, and I had to like roll the window down. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't know how to open your door."
Yeah.
Help me out, man.
Okay, what's your next guess?
Let's see here. Are the American cars?
There are 1, 2, 3 American cars left and 1 Italian car.
Italian car.
Italian.
Oh, Ferrari.
Actually, that's a little bit too rich for this blood.
What Italian brand is out there?
Because Fiat's Italian, right?
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo.
There you go, Alfa Romeo.
Okay.
That is the 6th worst car, they say. I like their little SUVs. They're stylish looking.
Alfa Romeo. I don't know if I know what they look like.
Everything left on this list of the 3 car brands left are all
American-made.
American. I mean, as American.
How about Ford? Ford was already said. How about Lincoln?
Lincoln is the 9th worst car. I love Lincoln.
I love Lincolns.
I know why is that. How could that be possible?
I don't know.
Because isn't that the upper end brand? I mean, that's the Cadillac version of Ford.
Yeah,
right?
for the most part.
Right,
I mean,
because Chevy has the Cadillac.
Right.
Ford has the Lincoln.
But I've always been a Lincoln guy. I remember my grandfather had a Thunderbird.
Nice.
And I just thought that was the coolest car ever.
Yeah, my grandfather had a Lincoln Continental, which I was always hoping to like. It was white with a maroon
huge.
roof.
Yeah.
Biggest freaking car I've ever seen.
I wanted one of those to be my retirement car, man. That's like driving a couch.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are right with Mercedes-Benz at number 10, Lincoln number 9, Chevy is 8, Volkswagen 7, Alfa Romeo 6, Land Rover 3, Rivian 2, Jeep number 1.
What about Hummer?
Hummer, I don't see them on the list.
Okay.
And they're
a GM product.
They're a GM product. Okay.
I was going to say Jaguar, but you said that the other
all
3
American.
are U.S.
Yep, they're U.S. made. It's not Cadillac, is it? It shouldn't be Cadillac.
Cadillac is the 21st worst car, or the 12th worst.
Okay.
And yours drives like a tank.
That thing, I swear to God, it won't die. It has hiccups every now and again, but that thing...
It refuses to die.
It refuses to die. It's like Terminator.
Is it just GMC miles?
GMC is the 4th worst vehicle, which is basically just that Cadillac. So I don't understand.
My first truck was a GMC Sierra. I loved it.
People love those cars.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay. 1 American-made car. Steve has brought this brand up. It's the same company. It's the same umbrella. It's just their one other vehicle that they made.
One other in there.
Mercury?
No, they stopped making Mercury.
What else is teamed up with Jaguars? I brought up Jaguar.
Jaguar's not on the list.
Not on the list.
You said Ford, Lincoln, Mercury.
There's Chrysler, Dodge.
Dodge. Dodge is the 28th worst car.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, the 5th worst car. So here's a list as far as what Consumer Report says. They say the number 1 car that you can buy is a Subaru.
That makes sense.
As far as road test scores.
They always have great scores.
Toyota number 2?
BMW.
Really?
Lexus is number 3.
Okay, that makes sense.
Porsche is 4.
Sure.
Well,
Honda 5.
Okay.
Audi is 6. Kia 7. Hyundai 8.
Nice.
Toyota 9. Infiniti 10.
Toyota's all the way back at 9.
Yeah, it's 9.
Damn, dude.
And people have them. They love them.
Yeah. They run forever.
Everybody I know with the Toyota, like the Camry, they just run forever.
You look at that i5 that's rolling by us right now. Count how many Toyotas you got out there.
It's endless.
I mean, I have an older Acura. It's got over 330,000 on it. So that's fine.
Jesus.
It's like going to the moon.
Acura's number 12 on the list.
All right.
Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
People in Whatcom and Skagit County have been choosing North Coast Credit Union for 86 years. But they're not just choosing a credit union. Our members are choosing to support local businesses. They're choosing lower fees and loan rates. They're choosing to take ownership in their communities. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Washington. Visit one of our 5 branches or northcoastcu.com to see why North Coast Credit Union is the obvious choice.
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Show. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
Most people would rather assemble a 300-piece cabinet than search for insurance. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out.
Oh, Downy in the rinse straight.
Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
All right, Dakota at 5:08. We'll drink and toast for the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check on Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. The airline industry has finally gotten around to addressing the issue of the toxic fumes bleeding into their cabins during flight, now that several passengers are experiencing some brain damage.
That's not good.
That's not good at all.
That's what it took to get there.
Nah.
Okay.
People have been saying this for years.
Yeah.
They've been telling the airline industry for years, like, you guys are letting toxic fumes into your cabin. You are hurting your passengers and your crew. Like, meh, we'll be fine. Now we're getting around to it.
And do they plan on doing anything or just saying, yeah, we're aware?
Well, I'm not working on it, Steve, because I have no idea.
Neither are they.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, we've addressed the issue.
We have heard your concerns.
Yes. So that's the first step, I guess.
Your brain damage is very important to us.
There's a couple in the UK making headlines for having a card reader at their wedding bar for guests to chip in and help with their honeymoon in lieu of wedding gifts. I'm in full support of this.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to. It's easier than me going to get cash.
Exactly. It's easier than going to get cash.
Gift card, whatever.
Easier than two people buy the same gift that's crazy expensive anyway, and it's just full of clutter. They're like, look, we've already got our house, we've got our cars, we've got all the we're outfitted to do just fine. They're like, we don't need 100 toasters.
And you know what? It's easier for me to give money. I don't care what you do with the money.
Yeah.
But if you have a registry and I can see the kind of crap that you want me to buy for you, then I'm just like, no.
Right.
I'm not buying that for you.
Right.
You buy that for you.
Exactly.
I would rather give them the money and then them go and buy exactly that.
Agreed.
I just don't want to know.
Well, and we're in a day and age, this tradition of giving these gifts with the registry and all that, this goes back decades. We're at a point to where if people need something, they buy something.
Yeah.
So they have the easy ability to just go on their phone and they'll have it delivered within a few days.
I think the best gift you could give someone is a freaking Amazon gift card.
Yes.
Whatever you need, they've got it, they'll deliver, including bidets. Next day.
There you go. We're even seeing a difference in Christmases and birthdays. It's like, well, if people need something, they buy it for themselves anyway. So here's some money. Go get yourself what you need. Think of me when you buy it.
Yeah.
And for this case, it's a honeymoon. Which that's what you can't put under the tree. That's what you can't put on the table at the wedding. So yeah. Absolutely. I'm in favor of it. New studies show living near a golf course could increase your risk of Parkinson's.
What's correlation? Getting hit by golf balls?
I bet that has a lot to do with what they fertilize the grass.
About to say the chemicals.
So the stuff they put down.
And the groundwater.
And that's exactly why.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest problem in Baltimore. It's the water.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
There's so many old chemical factories, buildings, and it's all just sitting in the ground.
Oh, no.
So the water's what typically...
It mostly affects an area called Dundalk.
The only thing that people can really... I mean, the crabs live through it. Pretty well nothing else does.
They've done a good job.
They've done a very
good
good
job
job of
swimming
cleaning
in the
up.
harbor.
Right? They've gotten to that point. But I mean,
there's some forever chemicals.
Years of work.
There's stuff in there that they banned. But it's still in the ground.
Yeah.
And you can't get rid of it.
Damn. Time to put your thinking caps on, gents. It's time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. It's an A word. Careful. That in a way that it means in a way that shows a lack of trust or approval. It is an A word that is a way that it means to be in a way that shows a lack of trust or approval.
Apathetic? No.
Apathetic was my first thought, but that's not quite right. So it's a lack of trust
or
approval. I don't approve.
Not gonna lie, I'll be amazed if you guys get this one.
Because we're stupid, or it's just not a word used much.
It's just gotta be hard.
I have never heard of this word. Askance. A-S-K-A-N-C-E. Askance.
Like, I've heard the word, but I've never heard anyone say it. In other words, I have read it before in a book.
Sure.
Because you always have to be a little more flowery when you write a book. But I was never quite sure what it meant.
Right. Now it's a dead word.
Yeah.
Nobody ever uses this word.
I'm going to start using it all the time.
The UK is apparently facing a growing issue of toe touchers at their public pools.
What is a toe toucher?
So basically what they were saying is that when you like go in for a lap swim, you're going into exercise, okay? There are certain lanes, just like on a road, where if you're going to be a slower swimmer, you stick to the right side.
Okay.
And if you're going to be a faster swimmer, then you go on the left side. So sometimes you're inevitably going to be in a lane with somebody, and then there is pool etiquette that not a whole lot of people know about, which is if you're swimming up on somebody, you give them a slight touch on the toe to
Just
let them know
you're coming by.
you're back there and you want to get by, so that when you get to the end of your lane, you pull off to the side and you let them go in front of you.
Gotcha.
They're complaining about it because they're like, go to the faster lanes. Like, I'm over here in the slow lane as it is.
I got you. Okay.
Just go over to the fast lane, if you're going to be that way. Let me do my thing over here.
Toe touchers. All right, I completely misunderstood what that was.
Same. I clicked on it like, what kind of weirdos we got in here? Yeah, exactly. Tickling some feet in there. No, we're good.
Hey, you in here tickling feet?
I'm your local foot tickler.
Hey there, neighbor.
Toe toucher?
According to research, the average child is making about $100 a month in allowance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez whiz. Well, I mean, I know there's inflation, but it doesn't seem to
I
be.
guess it's what, a little over 25 or $25 a week?
About that, yeah.
Well, how come the adults aren't getting these raises?
Yeah.
I know. The kids do.
Tooth Fairy, kids, everybody's getting more money.
That's what's wild. So you know what? Don't worry. They can still buy candy with that $25.
They got more money than Santa.
Yeah.
But now they do, like, we would buy cheap-ass candy, made out of, child labor and tears.
Sure.
They're at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Getting hooked up with Frappuccinos. I'm like, man, you guys got it good.
I know.
And I just paid for it.
And that's really what it is that kids' wants are more expensive now.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to go get some Big League Chew when you were a kid.
Right, that's it.
They want Robux.
And that's exactly I literally just want a Big League Chew.
Steam points.
Or the fake cigarettes,
Yeah, right.
A cap gun.
Exactly.
Some crap.
Yeah. There's an 11-minute Alzheimer's test that can be done on a tablet that is outpacing doctors in early detection. Which,
well, good.
I gotta be in favor of. If we can detect that stuff earlier,
100%.
Problem is, what do you do to fix it? You can detect it,
right?
But you can't stop it.
I wonder if they've already got a few things that help. Maybe they can tell you different methods that you could do to kind of stave it off.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be your best bet.
Brain crap.
I don't know if it's one of those diseases that once it's got hold of you, like, oh no, you're going to succumb to it. But there's ways that you can slow it. So I have no idea. I know that we're still working to fix that there. Back to the young kids. You know what the kids are doing these days that just grind my gears? They're using slang that makes no daggum sense. And you know what? There's a whole bunch of words that I wish would just go away.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So what we have here is from Stacker.com, and it is the 20 most hated slang words in America according to data.
Okay.
The most hated words. So here at the bottom of the list, they have a word such as snack. Ted, you're kind of a resident slang guy. You know what snack means to the young people.
Kind of a hot chick, right? She's out here looking like a whole snack.
Exactly. A modern take on the old phrase, good enough to eat. Snack refers to an attractive person, generally by an admirer.
You look like a snack.
Yeah.
Well, if you say it like that, it's not cool.
That's the coolest way I can do
like
that.
Snarf.
A snack.
Yeah.
Like, man, look at this girl, man.
I mean, I don't mind the word snack.
Neither do I.
It's a fun one, as long as you use tastefully. The word fam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It
like that
depends
What's up,
who
fam?
says it, man. So many people use it now. I just want to believe you're not the guy to use that. You're not the person to say fam. Some people, they say it, and it's like, it just sounds legit. I go, like, all right.
They say blood may be thicker than water, but it doesn't necessarily make you fam. A form of family. Fam is used to describe a group of close friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
When you're here, you're fam.
We're all fam. In the club, we all fam.
Olive Garden's good enough.
Olive Garden, that's your story. You fan.
You fan.
They took the illy out of fam. Oh, they're changing the sign. Oh, you haven't been in Cracker Barrel in years. Shut up.
They took the
Shut
ILY
up.
out, and that's the I love you part.
The illy is the part of the fam that I love the most.
The illy.
Hated slang words in America, according to data: spilling the tea or sipping on tea.
It doesn't bug me.
Oh, yeah, spilling tea's good.
I like spilling the tea.
Because you know exactly what it means.
So why did it become tea? Does anybody know?
Well, I think part of it was just that
Kermit
meme
meme?
with
Yeah,
Kermit drinking his cup of tea.
Which I'm sorry.
But that's
it
not about
still
business.
cracks me
Yes,
up.
it does.
Yeah.
When used appropriately.
All right.
That's. I mean, honestly, I saw that, and then I feel like a few years later, we kept saying spilling tea.
Gotcha. Okay. Lit shows up. been around since the beginning of the 20th century, originating as a synonym for intoxicated. In the past decade, however, it has become to mean exciting or excellent, as in this party is lit.
Yeah,
I love when people come over to my house and have a party. Like, this is lit.
This is lit,
I'm
right
like, no,
here.
it's not. We just got a pizza.
Yeah. How about thirsty?
Oh, yeah, you're kind of horny. So you're out there, you're commenting on
Staring
the
at
girl's
snacks.
thirst. Yeah,
That's
thirst
right.
traps.
It's used to describe one's desperation, most often in a romantic sense. It first emerged in the black community,
It is
making its
not
debut in
romantic.
Urban
It's
Dictionary.
horny.
Right. He's thirsty.
When it's like, oh, I'm not looking for the love of my life. I'm looking for some ass. Let's be very clear.
How about turnt?
Oh, yeah, about to get turned in here. Two-tone turning.
Much like lit, turn up, and turnt referred to either a state of inebriation or excitement, and a popular music staple. Turnt turns up in both Miley Cyrus, We Can't Stop, and Sierra's Super Turnt Up.
Do you guys ever use dirty? Is that just me?
Dirty?
Like if they have potato skins on the menu.
Yeah.
Or cheesesteak. I'm like, ooh, dirty.
That might be you.
I think that's just
That's just you, man.
Yeah, that's my word.
That's just you.
Ooh, that's dirty.
If you add baby after that, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
That's dirty,
anything,
baby.
Anything that good to me is like, ooh, that's dirty.
The most hated slang words in America, according to data, clap back.
It doesn't bug me.
Similar in meaning to come back, but with a sharper edge. Ja Rule launched the term into a popular lexicon with his 2003 song, Clap Back.
I feel like I hear it more if I'm watching anything with sports. Where teams are getting a little
Okay.
edgy. Like, I feel like that's when I hear it the most.
Yeah, they're going to clap back.
Yeah, just call it back at someone.
Some celebrities will do it too, which I kind of respect.
Yeah.
People ask
Like
them
on
stupid
Twitter or something like
questions.
that, yeah.
Yeah, like they'll just fire. They'll clap back at him right away.
Yeah, Will Smith clapped back.
Yeah.
He slapped back.
He did.
Well, Kevin Durant gets in trouble all the time on Twitter because people are like, why is he answering? But he's just like, look, if you're going to type stuff about me, I'm on there too.
Yeah.
I'm going to reply.
Here I am.
He does not care.
No. Totes shows up on the list.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I like to use it as a joke.
Yes.
Correct. Ironically, as the kids say.
Correct.
A favorite of the tween set, totes is a monosyllabic abbreviation of totally, a slang term immortalized by Valley Girls in the 1980s. Actor Paul Rudd popularized the phrase totes my goats in 2009. And
Thanks, Paul.
I love
know.
it, man.
Thank you, Paul.
Totes my goats.
Totes my goats.
Yeah. SMH. How about you boys? You know what SMH stands for?
Smooth. That's how I read it.
Smooth.
Shaking my head.
Shaking my head. An initialism for shaking my head. SMH conveys disgust, frustration, or disbelief.
This is when having 20-year-old daughters helps.
Yeah.
I get a lot of those from my youngest. So I learn it because I Google it.
Right.
And then I learn what it is.
You know,
I only get upset because I'm at the age now where like people will use words and they're like, I was like, you should be using that. Like we used it.
right.
You know,
Come up with your own stuff.
losers.
Doggone it. How about throwing shade?
Yeah, it doesn't bug me.
Talking S.
More subtle than clapback, throwing shade means to express veiled contempt, either verbally or with a facial expression. We're throwing shade.
Not saying
out
you're
here.
stupid.
I'm also not saying you're not.
Right. You're just not smart.
No. Fleek shows up on the list of the most hated slang words in America, according to data.
I mean, that one's kind of gone. I haven't heard anybody say something's on fleek in a minute.
Same. Another word for awesome. Fleek gained notoriety in 2009 when Peaches Monroe's legendary Vine loop describing her eyebrows as on fleek went viral.
All right. Thanks, Peaches.
Yeah, thanks, Peaches. See, that's one of those, it's like, why did that catch on? On
Don't know.
fleek. When I make up a word, I get called stupid. When these Viners come up with on fleek, all of a sudden it's like, oh my God.
I've been trying to push the clichés quat, but it just won't take off. Like, look, it doesn't mean anything, but it's if you walk up to someone at a bar and say you are a seclicious quat, you're gonna get punched in the face, even though it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean a word.
No, you smell like that.
Yeah, you smell like a seclicious quat.
Damn, dog.
I feel like I should.
What do you mean?
No, there's nothing to dump.
I know.
I didn't say anything.
I know.
It just sounds bad.
Quat. Q-U-A-T, quat.
Yeah.
Quat.
Quat.
Like a kumquat.
Yeah. But it's seclicious quat.
Order that for an appetizer. Can I have, do you guys have quat in here? Can you do that well? Just a little well done.
I'll take a
I'm
quat.
sorry?
Oh, God. Ghost shows up on the most hated slang words in America, according to data.
Yeah.
Don't have the guts to break it off in person? Can't be bothered to send a text? Ghosting is a term used by a love interest, when a love interest vanishes without a trace.
I actually thought that was a good term for what it means.
Correct.
Makes sense. It's easy.
Phase out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, if it's been a couple months or something, you can't just ghost somebody.
No.
They gotta be dead.
Yeah.
Exactly. That makes
Well,
it
sometimes
weird.
it's not even like ghosting. Like, I don't know. It's only been a few dates. Just kind of.
Yeah.
Then you spend 2 weeks not hanging out with them, and you're like, I guess that's over.
Yes, that's done. Yeah. 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 Hangry shows up on the list. I actually don't mind hangry. I think it's a perfect description.
You know exactly what the situation is.
Exactly. Bay shows up on the list.
Oh, thank God. Let's get rid of this one.
Yeah, I mean, again, both, like, Bay is one of those ones that was massive, but you don't hear it a ton now.
No.
Right.
No.
It was a lot. It was very, very popular for a hot minute there, and then I'm glad it's cooled off because I got so tired of hearing that. Hey, Bay. No.
It is a good way to describe something. Like, people post a picture and just like Bay and I. Like,
all right. Yeah, that's fine. I feel better reading it than I do hearing it.
And then I'll leave you with this last most hated slang word in America, according to data. No, and I'm glad that we're doing this one. Goat.
Everybody uses it for everything now.
Correct. The thing
Except for actual goats.
Right. I feel like it came around when there was discussion with Tom Brady being the GOAT of football, and then all of a sudden everybody who was really good at something became the GOAT.
Everyone.
No. Let's put the weight on greatest of all time. Anybody who has ever done this, this guy is best.
The word sucks, but it's just the principle of debate.
It is.
That's all. It's like Ovechkin. You could say, well, Wayne Gretzky. Or,
to me, GOAT is like NASA. They're not called NASA. It has a name.
Yep.
But you take the letters, that's the acronym, and you go like, it's something we can say. So GOAT, I give it the pass. Like,
I learned it from LL Cool J. He made an album called GOAT. And I was like, that's weird. And then he's like, yeah, I'm the greatest of all time. And I was like,
And his ladies love James.
And then, I feel like, and then people just started stealing it. You're right. It comes up in the sports world way too often.
Yes, I agree.
But again, sometimes Thrill's right, too. They're just arguing to argue. People should remember that.
Remember that, yes.
A man in Fargo, North Dakota was attacked with a hatchet in the middle of the night, and you'll never believe who was responsible,
Who
Miles.
was responsible for doing that?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, if we made it to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Big time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 59-year-old Chris Rowley of Leicestershire, England. Chris spent 14 hours at the bottom of his stairs with a fractured skull, a broken neck, 2 spinal fractures, 9 broken ribs, and blood in his lungs. So naturally, his phone was dead, and his wife works overnights, so he wasn't even discovered until the next morning. Now, he did survive, but obviously he was in bad shape and in a lot of pain. But the reason he fell down the stairs in the first place is because he was tripped up by one Eric Morecombe. Who is Eric Morecombe? Eric Morecombe is his hairless cat, Miles.
Oh, really?
Who bit his leg. He fell down the stairs, and he said the worst part, he's laying at the bottom of the stairs for 14 hours. Now, keep in mind, the cat was playing. The cat does not recognize that he's injured, so as he's laying there pretty much immobile, the cat did what cats do, sat on his chest, and just kept kneading him. Oh, yeah.
Just kept kneading him.
Just kept kneading him. Yeah, the whole time. Just pointing it out because it's a hairless cat. And of course, they show a picture of it. That thing looks terrifying. I guarantee it was on purpose. Those things are evil
Somehow
looking.
you go into a room and there's a dead body with a hairless cat. It's
You're
worse.
not surprised.
He did
You're
it.
like,
You know he did it.
So let's drink, bitches. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bijola. All right, let's get a contestant on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
You open the fridge, there's nothing there. So what's it going to be? Greasy pizza? Sad drive-through burgers? Dish by Blue Apron is for nights like that. These are the pre-made meals of your dreams. At least 20 grams of protein, no artificial flavors or colors, no chopping, no cleanup, no guilt. Keep the flavor. Ditch the subscription. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
From unsolved mysteries to unexplained phenomena, from comedy gold to relationship fails, Amazon Music's got the most ad-free top podcasts, included with Prime. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Most people would rather attend a corporate team building workshop than search for auto and home insurance.
Go team, feel that synergy.
That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com.
Who's ready for the trust fall?
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's one for you, one for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
North Coast Credit Union is keeping things simple with free checking for everyone. That means fee-free ATMs, overdraft protection, online banking, mobile deposits, automatic bill pay, and more. All without monthly fees or transaction limits. Managing your money shouldn't be complicated. That's why North Coast Credit Union is keeping it simple. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations or northcoastcu.com to learn more.
Anna is traveling for business. She's juggling meetings, deadlines, and international flights. The last thing she needs is stress on the way to SeaTac. That's why Anna chooses Bel Air Airport or Show. With professional drivers and reliable schedules, she can answer emails, prep for meetings, or just relax while we handle the drive. Whatever your reason for traveling, choose Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Book your ride today at airporter.com. That's airporter.com.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please start everyone out? Profile This is played.
Oh, sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes a story a story. Hello, Gary. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Oh, my brother.
Hola. Hi, Gary.
Congrats on your 20th.
Hey, thank you, man. We appreciate that. You understand how this here game is played?
Right here. I do. I just listened to you.
Fantastic. Thank you for listening. You'd be surprised how many people don't know and then call in anyway. All right, today you have your choice of one of 3 categories. We have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Hit Me with Your Best Shot, where you got the unconventional object that someone chose to use as a weapon. And finally today, License to Spill, where you got the substance responsible for creating the mess. Gary.
I'm still there.
Hello? Yes. Which category would you like? Bite me. All right. And here's your story. A customer in India, he raised alarm over food safety after discovering something inside of his sandwich that he ordered through Zomato. That would be India's #1 food app. Well, the complaint shared on social media quickly drew attention from both the delivery platform and other users. The customer, identified as Satish, he posted a photograph of the meal that he claimed to have received from Salad Days. Salad Days is the name of the company that's a delivery-only food brand. Well, the image appeared to show the object placed among the ingredients inside of the sandwich. He also uploaded a screenshot of his order receipt from the Zomato app, which listed 2 sandwiches, a broccoli, corn, and basil pesto filled, served in a sourdough baguette, and another prepared with smoked cottage cheese and pepper. All right. Now, alongside of the images, he wrote, Zomato, Zomato Care. I ordered a sandwich and found this inside of my food. This is unacceptable and a serious hygiene concern. Well, the post circulated widely with the user's concern described as potential serious hygiene issues. Now, for Zomato's part, they said all the right things. We'll look into it. This is unacceptable, blah, blah, blah. The question is, what did this dude find in his sandwich? Was it a plastic glove, a clump of hair, a Band-Aid, or a fingernail? So plastic glove, clump of hair, Band-Aid, or fingernail.
Wow.
Yeah.
The sandwiches, the wraps sound disgusting to start with, so I'm not a big Indian food
I'm going to go, Gary, I'm going clump of hair.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to go with a piece of plastic glove.
Plastic glove.
What was the last one?
It is, what have I written down there?
That's your fingernail. Band-aid or
Fingernail.
We'll go with the glove.
And bedroom colors, here are the 7 words you can't say on the
Band-Aid.
radio.
Band-Aid.
Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
So what do you find in a sandwich there? A plastic glove, a clump of hair, a Band-Aid, or a fingernail? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
You open the fridge, there's nothing there. So what's it going to be? Greasy pizza? Sad drive-through burgers? Dish by Blue Apron is for nights like that. These are the pre-made meals of your dreams. At least 20 grams of protein, no artificial flavors or colors, no chopping, no cleanup, no guilt. Keep the flavor. Ditch the subscription. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
North Coast Credit Union is keeping things simple with free checking for everyone. That means fee-free ATMs, overdraft protection, online banking, mobile deposits, automatic bill pay, and more. All without monthly fees or transaction limits. Managing your money shouldn't be complicated. That's why North Coast Credit Union is keeping it simple. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations or northcoastcu.com to learn more.
Category has a Bite Me on profile. This guy in India found something in a sandwich from a delivery food service. What was in a sandu? Plastic glove, clump of hair, Band-Aid, or a fingernail?
And that is the very question that we posed to Gary. Let us start with Lee Ted Smith. You went with the Band-Aid.
Yep.
It was not a Band-Aid. Miles Montgomery, you went with the old clump of hair, which to me is the grossest one. That is not it. And Gary, who has since hung up, he went with a plastic glove. And
that was
it.
it.
Correct.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Everybody have a good time? Enjoyed some football this weekend?
Yeah. Very much so.
I know.
That was a good time.
There was good college games on. As I kept saying, we had a big prize fight Saturday night.
Yep.
That was good to watch.
Yes, it was, Ted. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, right? It was a hell of a fight. But yeah, good stuff. Seahawks back on track. So, good weekend overall. Now, the other big news, of course, was the Emmys.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we talked a little bit about Nate Bargatze and what he was doing. You know, he was going to donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club.
Right.
And then if people went over their 45 seconds, he would take money away. So here's him at the show explaining it.
I dreamed that one day there would be a channel for every interest. The travel
Oops,
channel.
that's the wrong
for
one.
travel.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Hang on. It's this one. This is the clip.
45 seconds. That's what you got.
Yep.
To start the show, I am going to donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of America. So if you stay 45 seconds, it stays at $100,000. Every second you go over 45 seconds, we will deduct $1,000 away from the Boys and Girls Club. I know. Can't change it. This is a game I made up, and these are the rules. So
this won't shock you. Nobody paid attention.
Oh, of course not.
So with all that said, no one was even cognizant of it?
Not really. A lot of people went long. The show itself was long.
Of course.
You know, it happens every time. But like we were saying, it's hard too, is people have, you know, A, they're slow getting up there, or B, it's like, you don't know when you're going to win another Emmy.
Well,
so like people want to take their time.
Also, sometimes it's a whole show. So there's 5-6 people up there.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I got to thank my wife real quick. I want to say a shout out to my kid. Hey, I hope you're in bed. Sorry, same crap every
So the total ended up being negative, but CBS donated $100,000.
So they took the whole $100,000 away.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
He still donated $250, so they ended up making $350. But yeah, people just blew it off and were like, "Yeah, whatever, Nate." So yeah, he did not. That did not go as well as he had hoped. Now, they did kind of a cool thing. They started with a cold open, kind of like Saturday Night Live.
All right.
So he has one good bit on there that he's done a couple times where he's like George Washington starting the country. So this is just a little bit of that, but more TV-centric.
I dreamed that one day there would be a channel for every interest. The Travel Channel for travel. The Food Network for food. And the History Channel
for history.
No aliens.
There won't be history on the History Channel, sir?
No. Just as there will be no learning on the Learning Channel.
I mean, he's kind of right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
There'll be no music on Music TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like History Channel, but it is a lot of alien stuff.
Oh,
yeah. They don't do a lot of stuff over there.
Pyramids.
Pyramids show up a lot, but a lot of people will make the argument that the pyramids are kind of with the aliens.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
There was some winners and losers, obviously. Let's see. Best drama series was The Pit.
The Pit. What was The Pit? Does anybody
That
remember The
is
Pit?
a hospital drama. I learned that this morning listening to the Daily Mix show.
Oh, very good. Okay.
I'm like, The Pit? What
My
the hell is
brother
that?
loves it.
Apparently, it goes back and forth. I guess Miggs badmouthed and said he couldn't really get past the first episode. Just kind of slow. And then the response that I heard from people this morning, like, stick with it and shut your whore mouth. Dang. So I guess it's one of those shows.
Yeah, and I think it's a day in the emergency room, but each episode is like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, the daily lives of healthcare professionals in a Pittsburgh hospital. Oh, The Pit. Okay.
Correct. It's not like a pit of like despair or whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Have you been to Pittsburgh? It's actually a great place.
You know who has the Seahawks?
Well, yeah. I was about to say, like, man, I was talking about Pittsburgh a lot this weekend.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, West Virginia beat them.
West Virginia did beat them. Backyard brawl. Also, I'm just kind of interested. Does anybody in here watch this stuff? Best limited or anthology series was Adolescence on Netflix.
Nope. No. Unfamiliar.
No.
I've watched that one.
Okay.
It is very good. Again, for you, because of the age of your children, I'm not sure I'd watch it.
That's where I heard this from. All right, you were telling me about
Correct.
this before.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show. I would say for the country in general, I think a lot of people should watch that show.
Okay.
It has a lot to do with the younger generation and just the impact of
social media and all this stuff.
Right, what they're getting fed, what they're hearing, what their algorithm gives them, and this and that.
Right.
I think, last week you had something that happened where it's like, we didn't see any, sometimes there isn't signs. And, yeah, that show is super intense, but it'd be good for people to watch.
Yeah.
Best actor in a comedy series was Seth Rogen for The Studio on Apple TV.
Nice.
Is that good? I haven't watched that one.
I haven't seen it. I don't have Apple TV, but Seth Rogen, I feel like he's just been bowling tens for quite a while now.
I only heard about it. He was on one of the late night shows last week or something. I had no idea he was doing a show, but that's why he was there talking about it. I like Seth Rogen as much as anyone, so I was like, cool. So hearing that he won for a show I haven't seen, I'm like, good for him.
Yeah, and you know what? No one has Apple TV. You go to a bar, you want to watch a baseball game?
I got
Apple TV. Oh, you have Apple TV?
I have every freaking thing.
Okay.
I have everything. I don't watch it, but I've got it.
Okay.
Well, I think Apple TV, if you like soccer, they have the MLS basically completely owned up. And then the other big thing was Ted Lasso.
Oh, yeah.
You got the morning show over there, too, that was doing really, really well.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
They had a random doggone Mariners game over the last couple of weeks, too.
Friday was the Mariners game.
And their broadcast is nice. Like just the quality of the television.
Yeah,
sure. It's way different.
I wouldn't know. I don't have Apple TV.
I've only seen it once or twice.
Yeah, I'll watch that one because my buddy Justin Barnes, who does the in-stadium stuff, when Apple TV's on, like Jen Mueller gets a night off, and he actually is on Apple TV.
Nice. Oh, cool.
So it's like, we got to check out that one. All right, we got a brand new Dancing with the Stars coming out. Got some exciting names on this list, all right?
I might actually end up watching this one.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of people on here that the wife likes, and she's interested, which means I'm automatically interested.
By default.
That's right. I'm going to like this.
Right. Well, Danielle Fisher's on there for Boy Meets World. Mm-hmm. Topanga.
I know the name of the show. It's not a show I watch.
She was kind of the 90s.
An it girl for a while?
For the most part, yeah. She was a lot of men discovered themselves.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Correct. I would say when this show starts this week or whatever, there will be a ton of people in my age bracket that are like, we love her.
Hell yeah.
And she's still hot.
All right.
Andy Richter will be on them.
Uh-oh.
Right. You know Andy Richter for years from being a co-host with Conan O'Brien.
I'll give him 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he'll be one of the first.
2 weeks.
Man, he's trimmed down a lot. I think he's athletic. I think he gets this done.
I say 2 weeks.
2 weeks, I'll take that bet, Miles. $1.
Yeah.
How often do they vote people off?
I don't know. I've never seen the show, Ted. This will be my first
I
experience.
figure it's one episode, right?
I would think so.
But probably not the first episode. I don't know.
Right?
I don't.
They've got to show everybody the first episode.
Right.
Unless it's a 2-hour season premiere, in which case they'll take it through 2 episodes that shouldn't be done.
Who was the guy that disappeared in the bush? Wasn't he out like first?
Sean
Spicer,
the Spice Man.
Corey Feldman's on there?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I think he's unfortunately going to do well.
Well, I mean, he does dance in his act when he's performing, if that's what you want to call
he's a musician, right? He's got a band.
Sure.
He performs on stage from time
It's like
to
me
time.
saying, I got a band. You don't want to see it, but I've got it.
I mean, technically, I'm in a band.
Yeah,
there you go.
You know?
But you probably do well on Dancing with the Stars. To be honest with you.
Dylan Efron's on there. If you're going, Ted, I don't know who Dylan Efron is. It's Zach's brother.
I was going to say, is that why anyone knows who he is?
For the most part, yes.
Has he done stuff? I guess that's
He was on Traitors season 3, and he won that.
Okay.
He did not
Oh,
win.
I thought they called Zach, and he just said, I'm busy. Call my brother.
Right? I don't know why Dylan is there. I should look up and see if he's got any history, but that's basically his claim to fame is that he is Zach's brother. He's a very nice dude. When he was on Traitors, everybody loved him. He was a great guy, so I like him. I'm a fan.
Okay.
TikTok star Alex Early.
Alex Earl. That's the one that the lady's excited for.
All right. Say no more.
I don't know that I've seen any of her videos. She's very attractive. Like, I understand why she's got a following, but I have no idea what she does.
Okay.
Olympian Jordan Childs.
All right.
I think she's from this area.
Is she really?
Who? Why would I know that person?
She won a gold medal as part of the team competition for gymnastics.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from Oregon.
All right, I knew.
Walleton.
Yes, I think the Seahawks have had her at a game raising the 12th flag before.
Okay.
So I was like, I knew she has to be somewhere around here. Let's see. Former NBA star Byron Davis.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, star is a big word.
I know.
That's the word for it.
Player is fine.
Yeah.
You still played in the NBA. You were not a
Well,
star, right?
they say former All-Star. So he was an
okay.
All-Star.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I mean, you really only have to be an All-Star one time.
Once.
Yeah, it's like Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah. Won in
Always go to
1985.
That's my well every time.
I did it.
They won it once.
Yep.
They didn't.
That's the thing. They did not win.
They really didn't win it.
No. They put it on there for the World's Fair. Guinness won that year. But because of the culture of like showing animals and stuff, they got blue ribbons. So the people at Pabst thought, hey, if we put a blue ribbon on this, people will think it's a good beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the wrong.
Pabst's Blue Ribbon.
Yes.
Right.
And I learned specifically Pabst Blue Ribbon.
That's right.
I know. When I saw that episode of like Food That Built America, and I was like, wait a minute, they didn't even win. The
Didn't
guy's
even
like,
win.
He's like, they came in third that year. He's like, Guinness was
So
dominating.
we could be award winning
Yes.
on our show.
Sure.
As long as we give ourselves the
award.
award.
All right, we should do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that false
We're never going to
advertising
get
going
an
on
award.
back
We
then.
should give ourselves an award.
We should.
You know, just for coming in on Monday.
What award should we give ourselves, Miles?
Really super.
Yeah.
The really super
The
award.
really super award goes to the men's room.
Yeah, it'll be like that meme. You ever seen that meme where the guy's like got his gold medal and he's biting on it, he's
Kissing
like
one of the
spraying-
girls.
Right, he's like kissing the girl, he's spraying champagne, and then the final one it pans back, and he's like in fifth.
He's on the fifth pedestal.
So that would be us.
All right.
Champagne everywhere, right? You know, streamers, this and that. Like, what did you guys do? It's like, we
Nothing.
gave ourselves an award.
Nothing.
Got drunk award.
I will say, I had a buddy. He won an award once, and he got a giant check. So then we just started making giant fake checks.
Yeah.
And we would just take them around. And like wherever you go, people are like,
Super excited.
you guys want to be in VIP? And we're like, yeah, check
See,
guys
right.
do. It was awesome. You could do this
Did you
anywhere.
get in anywhere with this giant check?
I mean, you don't. Every time we tried to get in anywhere or like upgrade, they were just like, "Oh hell yeah, giant check, guys, get in here."
Who had this thing?
I'll just say a friend of mine.
How much was the check for?
50,000.
50 grand. Okay.
That's a giant check.
Depending on the trip and what the organization was. Like one time, it was just with the Ted Smith Foundation when they went to Vegas. I think it was worth $1 million that trip. Don't let anybody just make a giant
You just
check.
walked around with a giant check.
Where do you?
So they won it the first time,
Right.
and we found out that night when we went out. Everywhere we went, every bartender was like, "Free drinks for the giant check, guys!" And the light bulb just went off. Like, wait a minute, why don't we just lie about it?
Isn't it amazing that you're walking into a place advertising that you have $50,000?
Right.
And they go, you know what? I'm the house.
Yeah, I mean,
Everyone else
your
is like,
money's no
I
good
don't
here.
have $50,000. Why am I buying
and
it?
this was years ago. So like, we went to a nightclub. We were in the DJ booth with the check, just
Were
dancing.
people like cheering for you guys and stuff?
Yes,
That's
it was
insane.
unbelievable.
For no reason. No one had any idea.
No.
You didn't put like Publishers Clearinghouse on it? Nothing.
It's to say we would make it up. I mean, hell, I know a bartender that stole the idea. She was like, "You guys are geniuses. We had the best trip in Vegas because of our giant check." I was like, "I know." People love it. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up. Seahawks looked good yesterday.
Oh, my God, dude.
Now, the Steelers might suck, but I was just like, man, they're scoring points. The offense was doing stuff.
But we were also talking about that. There's a whole lot of chemistry on there that doesn't quite seem to blend. You know, you got Aaron Rodgers, who is Aaron Rodgers. You got receivers like DK Metcalf, who can be a little bit hot-headed. You got a no BS coach in Mike Tomlin that doesn't seem to be able to rein any of it all because you got a lot of
very stupid special teams players.
Right. Oh, no kidding, dude.
So ignorant of basic rules. If you're going to play that position, have some concept of what the rules are.
Other than the touchdown, did DK get involved at all in the game plan? Or did they
for the Steelers?
Or did they pretty well just shut him down?
No, there was a couple attempts and drops by DK. Mm-hmm. There was a couple blockages too out there by Woolen, but
I mean they tried to work him in, it just
wasn't there.
No.
Correct. And Aaron Rodgers, I mean, at some point, it's just, I like it. Keep pressure on him and everything. I mean, for a football player, he's old.
Yes.
Right? Not normal people, but as far as he goes, and he wasn't exactly like, he was never going to be Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. So it was like, keep pressure on him, kind of get him flustered.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I like that the Seahawks were just, they looked a lot better than week one. Week one, they didn't look bad. We got beat in week one.
Yeah.
Week two, this one against the Steelers, Kenneth Walker started getting a lot more pushes.
K-9 looked great.
Kidding,
I feel like an idiot because after week one, I was
like, you got to stop giving him the ball.
Yeah. we were wrong. Yep. Apparently, he does work out hard in camp.
I feel like the defense was right on track with the interceptions like they were the last week. Sam Darnold was throwing darts out there.
If you give him some time, he can play very, very well.
Right. Thread needles and whatnot into coverage, and Cooper Kupp was coming out and looking good out there. We got Arroyo and Barner out there actually doing some work. They looked great yesterday.
Plus, again, it's week two. Right? So, like, you don't want to go 0-3. I forget what the stat is, right? So there's a couple teams out there that, it's bad. Jeez. But, right, like, I was worried we'd have to beat the Saints next week in a, live or die situation. It's like, all right, you won on the road, you won against Pittsburgh, that's good.
You guys get the Saints.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore's to deal with Detroit.
Oh, they're mad.
And then also a big shout out to my guy, Bud Crawford from Omaha.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was a good fight. Like I was saying it earlier, like I thought he might have to knock him out, but man, yeah, he's just that good.
He's that good.
And Canelo, look, they're going to run that thing back. Don't worry. I'm predicting May. When the other giant fight is. You got not one, but two, Mike. 2 Monday Night Football games.
Too much.
You got it's ridiculous.
Why? Why are they doing this?
You got the Texans hosting the Bucks, and then you got the Raiders hosting the Chargers.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Traveler in Portugal opens her suitcase and finds that a live gecko had gotten inside.
Hello.
Meanwhile, a girlfriend attacks her boyfriend with a hatchet. That guy very well could have died. Florida woman punches an alligator to save her dog. A San Francisco chef really wanted to live high on the hog. And a guy almost loses his arm after being bitten by a human. It's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cock.
All right, top story. We're going to Fargo, North Dakota, where strange things happen. A man was woken up in the middle of the night by the terrifying feeling of a hatchet coming down on his hand.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
He rocketed up and out of his chair to face his attacker, which was his girlfriend, who had snuck in the middle of the night. She fled the scene after the attack, but was later found thanks to a third person that heard the scenario unfold. He said that the girlfriend seemed, quote, out of it during the attack, but came to after seeing the blood, and then when her boyfriend jumped up and out of his chair. Apparently, the sound of the footstool coming closed kind of knocked her out of it. So I don't know what happened there.
Also, the guy said that it sounded like she was chopping wood when she hit his head.
Right.
Yeah. And she's smiling ear to ear in her mugshot. A couple days later.
Did you see her picture?
Yeah.
I mean, she
looks like someone that might swing a hatchet at your head.
She looks damn crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on here. But the boyfriend was taken to the hospital to be treated for his missing or dangling fingers, as they said. The girlfriend is currently going through proceedings. Yeah. And wow. This might just be a case of a wire just got snipped that cannot be unsnupped. So
unsnupped.
In other news, we go to San Francisco where times are tough. Police were alerted to a bank robbery in the area and arrived to find that the suspect had already fled. They obtained a description of the robber who had handed the teller the note demanding cash and left with a bag full. What's more is officers received reports of 2 other robberies that had occurred that same day, all with the same suspect matching the same description. Eventually, officers were able to zero in on their robber, a former chef in the area that has a bit of a history. He worked as an executive chef at a local restaurant and eventually took his ventures further by opening his own establishment. But his doors were closed back in 2016, leading to financial woes and a budding bank robbing career that started back in 2018. He's now behind bars.
Oh, so he's been doing this
charges.
for a while.
Oh, yeah. So he did.
How many banks do they think this guy's hit over the last, 7 years?
Not positive as far as how many he's done.
He did 3 in one day, and he's done more before that.
Right, because he got caught back in 2018, and I think, slap on the wrist, whatever it was, hey, we understand, you're on hard times, don't do that crap ever again. No, they probably
I'd like to get a slap on the wrist for robbing a bank. My bad.
I'm talking out my rear. I should stand up because my voice is muffled here. But then eventually he did it again here this last couple months.
Damn.
Good work, buddy. Good work.
Good work.
For more robbery fun, we go to Turkey. A local shop owner was forced to defend himself when 2 individuals came into his establishment with a clear mission of theft. He fought him off as hard as he could, immobilizing one until the robber bit down on the man's hand hard enough that he let them go, and the pair fled. But things got bad for the shop owner after that, as the bite on his hand started to get infected in spite of doctors' best efforts to treat the wound. Eventually, it got bad enough that he was facing amputation of the hand. It started crawling up his arm.
Why is it grosser when a person bites you than anything else?
I don't know.
It just seems like
if you're making out with somebody, you got your mouth in theirs.
You've done worse.
Right.
Yeah.
But the doctors made a last-ditch effort to save the extremity using hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which paid off, and he was able to keep the hand. The pair of robbers are still at large, and one of them needs to brush his damn teeth. Because they were also saying that, you can get bit by a dog or a cat, and you should get treated for it if it gets bad enough. It could get bad. But honestly, they said a bite from a human is actually worse.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
What is going on with our mouths?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I wonder if those animals just have a natural ability to kind of cleanse what they got going on. You figure that they also use it to clean everything else that they got going on there.
Right. I mean, my dog, licking her butt, all this kind of things. That's better than a human.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we just got stank pits in our faces.
Stank pit.
Stank pit.
That stank pit you call a mouth.
Disease-ridden, doggone it. A small island in the English Channel has a new mascot after it stowed away in someone's bag. A traveler returning from a trip to Portugal opened her suitcase to find that someone had hitched a ride, a common wall gecko. Unfortunately, where it ended up isn't the ideal location for such a creature, leading local wildlife officials to take in the gecko. What's more is it's not the easiest thing to transport the animal back to its home, forcing them to find a more suitable living situation there locally.
And it's hard to get back.
Right.
The thing is to ride in a suitcase.
Right. Exactly.
Just send him back in one.
They were like, we don't know when we're going to be able to get help on the island.
You can mail that guy.
Yes, you could.
You can mail him.
You could easily mail him back there.
Yeah. Send it back.
I would take that gig hey, guys, I'll go to Portugal.
Right.
And return this. No problem. I'll take care of it.
Exactly. Because then all of a sudden we need to have all these regulations and safety precautions. The thing went over there in a suitcase.
That's all I'm saying.
Smashed in with dirty clothes and souvenirs.
Maybe you guys are overthinking this.
Yeah, I think he's going to be just fine. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully there's good news.
We go to Florida where man protects the best friend. A woman was walking her dog behind her property when the unthinkable happened in Florida. A gator sprang out of the water and charged her dog.
Oh.
By the time she was able to see what was going on, the gator had her dog's collar in its mouth, thank God, and it was dragging the dog toward the water. Without thinking twice, the woman pounced on the gator and began violently punching anything and everything that she could until the gator let go.
This bitch is
crazy. She was then able to flip the animal on its back while she and her dog made their escape, which, side note,
Jesus,
that's a pretty damn good move, dude. Because I think if you flip them upside down, or maybe that's a shark. Maybe I'm thinking of a shark.
You can they'll be docile like that.
Exactly. Let's see here. Authorities were called and the gator was relocated by Fish and Wildlife. No major injuries were reported. And then she used that as an opportunity to warn locals like, hey, be careful about gators next to water in Florida.
Yes. Did they have a picture of this woman?
Yes.
She just sounds like, I'm going to beat the living.
Yeah.
She looks like a gal that would beat the living hell out of a gator that attacked her dog.
You go for the eyeball. A woman that would beat the hell out of a gator. I mean that, Mama.
I'm convinced
it's a tiny little dog.
It was a small little thing. So there you go. Men's Room Sports, the Seahawks showed up big time in Pittsburgh over the weekend, besting the Steelers in a statement 31-17 win. Well done, boys. They return home to prepare for a double dose of football next week. Are you guys ready for this? So they're hosting the Saints on Sunday before a 4-day turnaround into Thursday night football in Arizona against the Cardinals. We got a double dose there early
They're
on.
playing pretty well, too.
Yes, they are. So that'll be a fun one there. Meanwhile, the world of the Mariners, they continue to play games with the hearts of their fans as they hosted the LA Angels for a 4-game sweep over the weekend. Unfortunately, the Astros pretty much kept pace with the Mariners over the weekend, right up until yesterday, where they fell to the Braves, giving the Mariners the number 1 spot in the division with just 4 series to go in the season. Mariners are currently on the road headed for Kansas City for the first of their last 2 road series. They'll take on the Royals starting tomorrow night. Also, keep an eye on the Rangers-Astros series that's going on there. That's basically a win-win for us.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Rangers are chasing us for the wild card, and the Astros, of course, are chasing us for the division. So anything that happens in that series is pretty well good for us.
As long as the Mariners win.
What you're going to watch tonight, you got a double dose of Monday Night Football, as Ted said, as the Bucks and Texans is currently underway over on ESPN, and that'll bleed over to the Chargers and Raiders later on tonight on ESPN as well. As far as your weather, the cooling down of Seattle has officially begun here, gang. We are expecting fairly clear skies tonight, bringing temperatures down to about 55, and tomorrow we're looking at the last day over 80 for some time, as we're expecting clear sunny skies and a high of 87.
Enjoy it, right?
But the rest of the week's fairly sunny with temperatures in just the mid-70s before the faucet turns back on starting next week. That's it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Why does every recipe I try need 18 ingredients, including a jar of something paste I'll never use again, but will sit in my fridge for 9 months? I just want dinner in the oven, fast. That's why I love Blue Apron's new one-pan assemble and bake meals. They send you fresh ingredients that are already chopped. All you do is put it all together and bake. That's it. No chopping, no weird leftovers, just delicious, easy-to-make meals. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax.
Okay.
Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. Or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.